Are we live?
Yes, 1 second.
Don't say that.
Oh.
I have so many children that I never asked for.
You chose this life.
Welcome everyone to our second ever YouTube Live.
We're doing it again.
This time I allowed Sam to join us once again.
Yes, I
Even
think I
though
was
he's
here.
slightly upset. This is basically Sam's bedtime. If
Yeah.
you didn't know, Sam is 100 years old
That's a fact.
and gets very, very tired very early in the day.
Yeah.
And then Jordan's also here watching his, like the young man he is, he's watching his iPad and just distracting himself like a child.
Hey everybody, I got a mic.
And Jordan's pretty stoked to be here for his first ever live stream. In any regard, right? Because you've never gone live.
I was in the background.
He was here.
He was here.
He was
If you
behind
didn't get
us.
your prize, it was my fault. I had to write those all down.
Hey, somebody said, "Damn it, Sam." I think that's the first.
That is the first, damn it, Sam. So we are super stoked for this little bit of a summertime live. We wanted to not have to wait a whole year to do another one because the what was it? Black Friday was a ton of fun. Like we had an absolute blast.
You guys went above and beyond. We expected like 6.5 people to be there, and 3 of them to be our parents.
Yes.
So the fact that we had like what 4
4 or 5
or 5,000 of you.
So hopefully we can get that going
So
again tonight.
tell your friends if they don't know about it and they're not hanging out. Make sure they're getting on here too, because we're giving away some super cool stuff,
Yeah.
and they want to be here.
So tonight, the big thing we've got going on is this specific live stream is sponsored by Kayak Bass Fishing, and we're really excited because recently Sam was given this boat. If you watched our video this week, most of you probably did. That's probably why you're here. But we're giving away one of these at the end of the live stream. This boat retails for like $1,700, and there's a bunch of options depending on what type of fisherman or woman you are, and how you like to fish. We'll get you outfitted. It's going to be awesome. Now, a little kicker for you is if you're trying to win this and you happen to be a member to KBF, Kayak Bass Fishing, a paid member, we'll completely outrig your boat with accessories. You've got like holsters like this, a pack for the back, all kinds of cool gear. That is, once you win a kayak, once you have a kayak, the next phase of kind of getting into it. And Chad over at KBF is going to hook you up if you are a member. So if you feel like joining, if you want a good cause, excuse me, not a good cause, KBF has great incentives for being a member. Like I think the first tier is $25 and then there's a $50 membership, and you literally get like $65 to $85 worth of gift cards and discounts and all. You like literally get your money right back.
You get coupons immediately. Like
Yes.
I signed up, and then I think I immediately saved more than that cost buying stuff from Fish USA, and I can't remember all the brands offhand, but like basically everywhere that you go for your fishing needs, it's already there.
And so it's also a great community. The kayak bass fishing community is, I was talking to Chad about this the other day, is like so DIY, it's hilarious. We're looking at why does this community even exist? And it's because guys and girls who wanted to get into tight holes to go fishing, they DIY'd that thing up and they got it going.
Yes,
and they everything from like little accessories to outfitting your boat with certain stuff. Awesome DIY community. And obviously we built a trailer this week for ours with like DIY rod holders on it.
Yeah.
So you can easily see the assimilation there. We love to fish. It's something that gives us a ton of value outside of the shop. And we wanted to bring you guys this opportunity. So the link's on the screen. Head on over, sign up. If you happen to be a member and the winner of the boat, like we said, you're getting completely rigged out with all kinds of killer stuff. And then for those of you that are just curious about KBF, there's a ton of more information at the link. Now, we're also, what?
Oh, we'll come back to you.
Sam's fired
I'm
up.
so excited, but we'll come back to
Can
it.
I win?
Jordan can't win. For all of you that were asking, Jordan likes golf more than fishing, and that's why he doesn't have a kayak. But what Jordan does have is a grill. which is one of the second prize we're going to be giving away tonight. Pit Boss, as you know, has been supporting us for a long time, and they have pledged another $11.50. I've got $500 in gift cards in front of me for random people who are buying merchandise. Bits and Bits hooked it up with the killer prize. I mean, I think this is a couple, Jordan would know better than me, but a couple $100 in bits that we're going to be giving away here as a bundle. Timberland Pros also hooking it up with a complete $250 gift card to anything you want to get from them. And then on top of it, Woodcraft is hooking it up with another $100 gift card for anything in the store, as well as like a cool bundle of Woodcraft gear. So a lot of cool prizes to win. And if you're not familiar with how we do this, it gets pretty squirrely. Would you say?
Do we do anything not squirrely?
We don't do anything not squirrely.
I mean, we didn't really do anything today, and there was so
What
much.
do you mean? I
squirrely.
welded like.
That's what I'm saying. We didn't do anything,
hours.
and you welded all day. It was so
I did.
squirrely.
I didn't even shower. I feel bad for these two because I definitely
terrible.
smell terrible sitting here. I sweat completely through my shirt and my pants too. So with that getting out of the way, we've got a brand new line of merchandise available for just this live stream. If you guys noticed, all three of us are wearing some pretty cool summery, what would we call these, designs that we came up with here as a team. My favorite being Freedom and Power Tools, which I've got to be honest,
Two of your favorite activities.
two of my favorite activities are Freedom and Power Tools. And then we've got also obviously got,
We got a fun.
after this fall, we decided that Sam and I should probably run in the 2076 election.
I was thinking about this shirt this morning, and I realized that the idea does suggest that you and I may run in 76, and I was like, that's a really long time. And I was like,
I'll be
every
80.
other president is like 80, so it's right at the right time.
How many
for us.
bachiotomies will you have by then, you think?
Probably like four.
At
Four
least.
bachiotomies.
At least.
And
I won't
who knows?
I'll have robot legs, guarantee it. By 2076,
So-
robot legs.
So if you want John and I to run for president in
Homemade.
50 years or whatever it is,
Yes.
grab this shirt. I also really love this one Jordan's wearing. I am an Uncle Sam after all, so
Yes. So Jordan,
that one
you gotta
speaks to me.
stand up a little bit, show off all that Peloton work. But
Yeah.
I think it's a really good design.
I think-
really like this one.
I think Ben crushed it on all three of these designs. I
Yes.
assume Ben was the one that did it.
And then
I don't
we-
know what he does out there all day, but
And then because we love you guys, we also released how many? 2, 3, 4, 2 of the Squirrely Squad.
We have 4 new designs.
We have 4 of the Squirrely Squad designs that aren't available typically on the site just for the live stream that you guys can get it. It's at shop.johnmalecki.com. And you can grab up pretty much any shirt we've released this year. And if you guys know, there's a ton of other stuff out there that you can grab.
The Damn It Jordan shirts are live, right?
And Damn It Jordan
Yes.
shirts.
Me
If
and
you-
John have a bet.
So we do have a bet. What was the bet?
It was if we sold over 100, you would buy me, or we sold over 25 in the first week, you'd take me to lunch. And if we sold over 100, every 100 we sell over, I get $100.
Correct. So if 100 of you buy a Damn It Jordan shirt, he gets $100.
And
if
lunch.
0 of you buy it, he gets nothing.
So buy
How much do you guys like Jordan?
buy the shirt.
this sounds like a great deal. We should buy some.
Yeah, I'm not
I
buying
know
it.
at least 20 people that want to buy it.
I might buy one.
Jordan's been campaigning outside of the shop here for weeks. He made handmade like napkins. He got his face printed on them.
I did the math. I can buy 7 shirts before I start losing profit.
So there you go. Damn It Jordan shirts now available, and we know a
did the
lot of
math.
people were looking for them. Speaking of the Damn It Jordan phrase, if yins aren't familiar, came from the kitchen, which was one of our more enjoyable projects this year, one of the bigger ones this year. I personally lost a lot of sleep that evening, those evenings during that build, not only because I have a brand new baby, but because I also have a Jordan. So thank you for that, my friend. Those were good times. We learned a lot.
Yeah, what was that project?
We
That
got
was
better.
3-4 weeks.
It was 4 weeks of pure hell. The kitchen.
I'd mind dump that one.
Yeah, Jordan went on vacation after, and
there again.
it didn't come back.
Yeah, I mind dump that one. That was rough.
Yeah. What was your favorite part of the kitchen build? If you guys saw that one,
I like Clay said Jordan should pay me $100 for everything. If it doesn't get to 100.
I pay him with my life.
Wow. I mean, we thought we were giving back to the people here. So, what was your guys' favorite part of the kitchen series? We got a lot of people love the counter. A lot of people love the blue. Ironically,
I think the
And a
blue
lot of
got
people
some mixed
loved
reviews though, right?
Watching Jordan screw up.
That blue was a bold choice. I know a lot of people, especially when we were posting on Instagram, some people were confused. They were like, "Is that the color? Is this a primer? Are you guys playing a trick on us?" No, that's the color, and I personally love it. I think I would do a similar color in my kitchen.
Yes.
I think John loves it.
The blue is
He
great.
picked it.
I
so.
picked the blue, and I had a ton of people loved it. I literally walked in the store and just kind of grabbed it off the shelf. It was awesome, and our kitchen looks great. It's working really well.
People are asking.
So we're trying to keep up reading. All right, Jordan seems to only be semi-good at things with working with Miss Piggy. Yeah, so Jordan literally is in love with Miss Piggy. That's why he's so good at working on Miss Piggy. And it happens to be one of the roles that he was hired here for. Initially, it was to kind of help out with that kind of stuff. And he's been doing a great job. If you saw this week's video, you'll know that we actually got Boss Hog running, which is a plasma CNC table. So we've been working on that, and we've got some stuff coming out down the pipeline. Even though you guys seem to hate our metal projects, I mean, this video is half the views of a normal video, but we love yins, and those of you that love the metal work, we're going to keep it coming. So we've got comments are just flying in.
I can't even read. that
Concrete
fast.
pour, I know, rolling through.
2 damn Jordan t-shirts already sold.
Counterpart.
We should get a ticker on the screen. How many damn Jordan
I did
shirts?
request a ticker. It's not
don't know
there.
if we're that
All
good,
right,
though.
so let's incentivize the people. I will throw a $50 gift card randomly into someone's purchase of a Damn It Jordan shirt in the next 15 minutes. So anyone who buys a Damn It Jordan shirt in the next 15 minutes could potentially get $50, which would be more than the value of the shirt. And
That's at johnmalecki.com.
shop.johnmalecki.com.
Gonna go buy one right now.
Jordan starts texting all of his friends. He's like, I gotta go. So ironically, I have a bowel movement coming.
We already sold 2.
Already sold 2.
2.
They're in it
98 to go.
All right, so I'm definitely not the best woodworker on YouTube, but I do very much appreciate that comment. And we're just here to have some fun. Does Jordan want a virtual apprentice?
What
How does that
mean?
work?
What does that mean?
Do you have to FaceTime us often? Is that what that would mean?
Is this like a permanent Zoom call? Like Jordan just walks around with a laptop talking to a guy?
He like straps it to his chest, and he's just walking
Well, they
around
have
with
those
it.
robots now that
projecting in
like,
other guys'
fall around in
faces.
the hospital for people.
Totally side topic, but have you guys seen the videos of the guys doing the Zoom meetings with the green screen backpack? And they're like
Yes.
riding a mountain bike
Yeah,
or
he's,
like,
like, on his
water
motorcycle.
skiing or something.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
The link not in the description. The link's not the description. Huh. Okay.
We don't have a keyboard.
Yeah, my keyboard, we had to go with a PC because I updated my MacBook and we've got some keyboard issues. But if
Apparently-
someone could throw the link up and pin it to the top of the chat or in the description
For merch or
for both, for everything, I don't know. That'd be awesome.
Apparently Duke Nukem is in the chat, which is awesome. And
That's
he says,
such a good name.
Really?
That's what I call when a video is going crazy, we call it Duke Nukem. We got Sean Yo in the chat. Sean's a local guy. Hello, Sean.
oh, he's so excited. He was
Yes.
texting me today about this.
Yeah, super stoked. God, so many people here. All right. The next 3 levels build is the next question. So it's the summertime, and we don't like walking around in the summer. So sitting is fun.
Yes.
So we're going to do Adirondack chairs.
Adirondack chair. Adirondack chairs. Man, that's a hard word to say, but we are going to make 3 of them.
Yes.
And,
Adirondack chairs were one of like the early projects that I...
Hey, first super chat.
Oh, there we go. I forgot there was super chat. Adirondack chair is one of the early projects. It's actually like kind of the whole reason that I got into woodworking. I had a friend of mine like ask. They were like, "Hey, I saw you're gluing sticks together and stuff in a garage.
Yeah.
Can I get these made?" And I was like, "I'll figure that out." I literally bought a plan and made it for him. Made a couple bucks,
Yeah.
and I was like,
I think it's funny because
"This is it."
like when it comes to woodworking, chairs are like the hardest thing to do. But for some reason, Adirondack chairs are like almost everybody's like first, second, third project.
Yeah.
And they're
Yeah,
so
that was
approachable.
my
and
first project in
Was
the
it?
shop in high school.
I think it
Are
was
they still standing?
Yeah, actually.
Really?
It's like 8 years old, but yeah.
nice.
I refinished it every summer for my mom.
I built a chair. It wasn't an Adirondack chair early on. It's bad.
Ben, question. The Texan wants to know if we ship to New Zealand.
Yes, we do.
We do ship to New Zealand.
He's
Let's
also
go.
Jordan. He's a DeWalt fanboy.
I saw that.
Everyday Jay with $1. Thank you, Everyday Jay. And
What's
thank
up?
you, the Texan, for $10. $10 goes a long way around here. We're very thirsty. It's very warm.
It's so warm,
Very warm.
but that's okay.
Okay.
Let's see what else are people saying.
So here we go. Did we pin this?
Yes,
Gotcha. Good job. All right. So now you can go and grab yourself a Damn It Jordan shirt. I think we've got, what, 5 minutes left
we got 5 minutes left.
to win $50. Potentially.
Let's see.
Man, dude. So we've got a little different
Duke
setup
Nukem
this
lives in
time.
Pittsburgh.
Duke Nukem lives in Pittsburgh. He wants to do a woodworking competition using only hand tools, no power. But none of us, everyone asks for this. They're like, can we get a hand tool woodworking? And I'm like,
Well, we did do there was the dovetail video. That was probably the closest we've been to
No, we're not doing that.
the hand tool thing, and Jordan did not have fun.
well,
And I won $200, so
none
I had
of
a
us
great
are
time.
good enough with just hand tools. They would
That's
just
fair.
watch us suffer, which I get is like half of what our subsubscribers like.
They
just
do like to see
watch
us suffer.
Yes. But on the flip side of it, it's just like, I don't think that content would be that good. These, especially Jordan, doesn't have a ton of hand tool experience, so it wouldn't get to be in like a competition at all. He would just be super upset. He really
He was
hated
so
the
sad.
dovetail project.
Maybe if we did like dovetails, like I come on the CNC, like machine versus man.
Do we have a store where people
We do
could
not have a
walk in?
storefront, just online.
Just the merchandise and that kind of thing.
just
we
the merchandise online. Hey Dewey.
We don't,
But hey Dewey,
Not
that was
often
that was a
sell
great
things.
question.
I think he's asked about like projects.
right, we don't often sell like tables or any of the things that we make. But I'll never write anything off. Someday we could.
Yeah, it's like we don't build enough stuff that's like worth selling. Like unless you want to buy like a tree table, we've
Which-
got that.
We have exactly one.
So I'm gonna say this: if you, it's really hard to keep up with the comments.
Teach me those Miss Piggy skills.
Thank you, Stumpy Corey.
Stumpy
If
Corey
you throw it in
Jordan.
a super chat, it does get pinned, and it's much easier to catch. So Corey wants your Miss Piggy skills. Jordan's an open consulting business he started on the side here. Just call him any time of day. He'll give you all the skills you need. He's just a wealth of knowledge.
He only does it in the evenings between 5 p.m. and 5 a.m.
Only call him after 8 p.m. and before 5 a.m.
Who's the best golfer? Not me.
I will.
I don't think I've ever
I haven't
golfed.
played. Jordan was weirdly on the golf team in high school. I was too busy playing real sports. But I would challenge Jordan right now. Heads up.
Well, it depends how many
Ben's
transfusions I
allegedly
drink.
got some skills.
Pick
Ben's
a-
behind the camera.
pick a
but
course.
He's a golfer.
Ben still thinks he's going to whoop me. I challenged him an exorbitant amount of money and he won't take it.
I'll make a video too.
He won't
Beating
even, like,
John Malecki
He won't
at
even
golf.
repost our
I can
stuff
see
here,
that
but he will
thumbnail
definitely
now.
make a video on me whooping him in golf. Ben can't even get off the tee box. He wears tennis shoes on the golf course. I don't want to hear it. Sandals. But Jordan and I are going to try to get out this summer at some point. I'm very limited on time due to being a father and running this shenanigan shit
Yeah,
show.
a lot happens here, and Dad.
So if I could call, that's a good question. Ben Heinrich, great question. Ben, that question's so good, I'm going to give you $25. So Ben asked if we could collab with any woodworker or maker collab with anyone in the maker community. Who would it be? So like, that's tough. I'm going for broke though, and I would say Colin Furs, like the top of the maker community, because that dude is out of his mind. He's brilliant, and he makes like the literally coolest shit on the planet.
That's a solid answer. I mean, I think you have to go with the GOAT, Adam Savage,
Adam Savage is also the
who's
man.
also he's like grandpa
he
maker. Like
is
if
the
Jimmy is dad, Adam is grandpa.
Yeah, he would be awesome.
Also, before I forget, Ben, do we need Ben to email you about?
Yes. So Ben Heinrich, email ben@johnmalecki.com, or anyone who wins something, just email ben@johnmalecki.com.
And just be like, hey, I was awesome and won something, and Ben will hook it up.
Nick Hahn, great question. We tried to get a hold of the guy who made the Nick Offerman photo in the background is a friend of Sam's from film school,
From
right?
college, yeah.
He's not making them anymore. So we literally got like the last one.
I don't even know if his website's up right now. I tried to look the other day because people ask me, I probably get asked once a week where that thing's from.
Yeah.
But my friend Paul Grenice made it. If you Google him, he may show up on the internet and Instagram. I'm
Yeah.
trying to get him to make more, but it's been difficult.
So a lot of suggestions coming in here. Love Cats Moses. Love Jackman.
I saw Third Coast. He rules. His dog's the
Chris
coolest.
is amazing. Yeah, Sam loves.
There's
his
a lot
dog.
of bourbon moth ones.
Yeah, we need to hang out with Jason because apparently we make the same content as him and don't know it. So,
Yes. Jason and I make the same comment.
and a lot of people notice that we use the same song as him without ever noticing too. And
What a lot of people don't realize is that we use copyright-free music off of servers. So does everyone else that makes videos, because YouTube doesn't allow you to use anything else. So there's like 3 or 4 platforms maybe that you can use for music, and we all use them. So you'll hear the music all over the place, unless you get like a specific artist to make you music specifically. So
we should do that.
That's
How much do you think that costs to make like the official
That's why you
John
hear our-
song?
I actually would love to hear the official John song. Probably a lot of Fat and Stupid. Would it be like super twangy country, or would it be like?
Speaking of fat and stupid,
Hard rock.
Ben, is that still a secret? That design you sent the other
We're
day?
not. Yes, it's still a secret.
We
Okay.
could title it Spumoni. Spumoni.
ASMR woodworking. You're never gonna happen, Dallas. Thank you for your $5. We're never.
The
I
ASMR
am
thing,
not whispering into a microphone while sanding wood. You goofball.
but we should do like April Fools next year. Just John, like, hey guys,
The
for
thickest
coming
pine.
back.
I don't. Okay, so Charles McBride asked, the thickest pine board I could ever punch through. I truly don't think I could punch through any pine board. Have you ever tried? They're like the stuff they punch through balsa wood, and it's like the driest wood on the planet.
I feel like we need to talk about just a sip for a second. I've seen 3 or 4 people. Somebody was asking, what whiskey or drink do you want to try the most for just a sip?
2 of them.
Okay.
You say one, I'll say the other. I know we're gonna say the same thing.
Well, I know that you're gonna say the Nick Offerman
Yes. And
Scotch
you're gonna
from
say
Lagavulin. The
Pappy.
other. Oh, I was gonna say the other Nick Offerman Scotch.
Nick Offerman has 2 scotches with Lagavulin.
The Guinness cask.
Potentially have some coming our way.
I
which
thought
we're
I
super
saw
stoked
that guy
about.
in the chat. So
But on the flip side of it,
Pappy Van Winkle.
Pappy Van Winkle, neither one of us have had it, and
Someday we'll
that's what
find
the
it,
people's
and
talking about.
it'll be glorious.
Jordan, could you grab me that puller?
Yeah.
We need a water break. It is
I'm
quite
going to
warm in here.
apologize to all of you. I wore black for a reason. If the boob sweat comes through, wasn't intentional.
Somebody said Buffalo Trace. That's probably my go-to right now as far as bourbons.
If you can get it,
Well, you got to know a guy, but
you.
I've got a stash.
So we had some. We're not even going to get into it. Clay was asking soapbox derby car challenge. We literally, so we have our quarterly brainstorming session, and we were going through that as a team this week. That's actually a great comment. So we're going to give you. He gave us $5. We're going to give him 25. Clay, email Ben at johnmalecki.com.
I pitched that so many times.
But he's
so
Jordan brought it
many
up.
times.
Jordan wants to make a car so bad.
What Jordan doesn't realize is like, if this is going to date me and go back a little nostalgic. But like, if you knew who the Rough Riders were in the 90s, or the 2000s. DMX, the Rough Riders.
Yeah.
Right.
They had like the bike gang. And you know the fat guy on the back and the quad?
Are you saying that's you?
That's me. So you two would get like super sleek, awesome derby cars, and then I'd be back there and it'd be as wide as a sheet of plywood just so I could sit on it and have to have like off-road tires. It'd be so slow, not aerodynamic. I'd just lose by being gigantic.
Somebody asked.
But it would be a fun build. We're working on getting a bigger shop here in the next year or so, and we plan on doing a lot more like larger scale builds. We really found, I guess, what would be the cap of a scale of a project that we could do on wheels.
Yeah, we really need a garage door.
For the kayak.
If you
build.
saw us carry that kayak out and around, we need help.
This chat is just blown up with DMX comments.
Dude, love the DMX car. Dude, rest easy.
If Jordan beats
He
John
struggled
at
a
golf
lot.
bet, you should do a video of just the chug with Jordan.
Just the chug. Jordan doesn't actually want to
I don't
chug
think
me.
Jordan wants that life.
He does
I've
not.
seen. When did you shotgun a beer?
Oh,
Last live stream.
yes. I did shotgun a beer last live stream.
To
And we've only got
your
one-
wife's chagrin.
We have one
We-
IPA in the fridge.
We got a bunch of ice
light?
No, we have a bunch of.
There's like Iron City
gentlemen.
or
That too. You want?
We could race.
I'm not chugging a brew gentleman. I'll do an icy light.
You want to shotgun an icy light at the end of the live stream?
Like a true Yinzer.
we'll
At
do
the
it
end
at
of the
like
live stream.
8:45. Build a boat.
We have it's
Cedar
on the
Strip
docket.
canoe has
on
been
the
on the
docket.
list forever. We just don't have the room for it right now.
Yes.
Build a boat and go fishing. Yes. Any updates on ADS Build a Kitchen? When I'm 18, I'm
Which
moving
state
to
should you go
America.
to? Ooh.
Ooh.
I mean,
Montana.
Montana.
The ones that are the best are Texas, in no particular order, Texas, Montana, Wyoming, Idaho. But if I say that out loud, Idaho will hurt me.
Yeah, they're like, don't tell anyone we're awesome. It's like, you're not awesome.
Yeah.
You just like have nothing going on there.
Utah.
So
I would-
it's like a nice place to
Utah,
live.
I would start there.
Yeah, but and then so
Maine.
all of those are great.
Maine, Vermont,
I like Tennessee as well. It gets really
Tennessee's
hot
great.
down there.
That's where Chad's from.
South
That's where
Carolina.
Chad's from.
Oh, that's what I was going to talk about. For the people who don't know who Chad is, if you imagine John Malecki having a fishing channel, that is who Chad is. We met Chad, well, how long ago is that? 2 months ago now?
I met Chad a little over a year ago when I was looking for a kayak because Chad used to be huge, recently lost 85 pounds. Congratulations, Chad. And I was like, dude, I need a kayak that can fit my giganticness. And we became buddies.
And then they became friends, and then whatever that was, a few weeks back, a couple months ago, Chad was in Erie, PA, which is only hop, skip, and a jump away from us. So John was like, let's go up there, let's go meet a couple of his sponsors, be awesome, we'll eat lunch, maybe go fishing. And when I say these two are the same person, they were wearing the same pair of camo Crocs, the same fishing shirt, the same shorts. They were being fat and stupid together, and it was like they were like lost twins.
Yes, it was gorgeous.
It's amazing. Chad's content's awesome.
Yeah.
He did give me a boat, so I do
He
love
did give
the
you a
guy.
boat. And-
but he's gonna give one of you guys a
And
boat.
because Chad's so awesome, he literally just messaged me to let me tell you guys that any paying KBF member that signs up and uses my name as a referral is going to get a free KBF t-shirt, which literally offsets the cost. You basically you sign up, get a shirt. And the shirts
You're
are
basically
awesome.
buying a free T-shirt.
Yes,
You're buying a
and
shirt and get a free
that'll
membership.
happen via email. So if you sign up, can we get that link back up on the screen? If
There's a little drop down when you.
If you sign up, there's a drop down when you go to how did you hear about us or something like that along those lines. My name's there. If you use my name, you'll get an email with a code for a free t-shirt. And just super grateful for Chad and everything that he's doing for this live stream and everything he's doing to help Sam and I become better fishermen.
Because I need
Because we
it.
both stink.
I'm-
I think Chad's caught over 125 10-pound bass, which is
I've
a
ne-
lot of bass.
I've never even seen a 10-pound bass. And if you want to know what my personal best bass is, go look at the photo John posted the other day of me holding that fish. It was about this big.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
my best. So
So-
we're working on it. Wyoming
Steve-
is awesome.
Stephen Whiteman, we've actually talked to a few local fire departments, and ironically, those guys love building their own stuff. 'Cause
They
they're
do. A lot of them
super-
are,
guys and girls, I should say. They're super.
They're handy people.
Handy people, yeah, which is awesome. But yeah, we'd love to. There's a couple local fire departments around here, and I guess in like the different little parts of the city. If anyone's looking for something, just hit us up.
Captain Weston's building a live edge loft desk bed, and he wants to share pictures. That sounds awesome.
Oh, for sure. Send them on Instagram's going to be the easiest way to get a hold of us if you got pictures and stuff like that.
Or email ben@johnmalecki.com and you'll find it.
Or email ben@johnmalecki.com. Yes.
Ben
yes.
checks his email way better than the rest of us do.
So, I got a question for Jens. And actually, yes. I'll give away.
You gonna go whole hog right now?
Nah. I got to think of how I want to do this because I wanted to talk about your fishing, your surprise
Okay.
for a second. We'll just.
We can talk about what do we want to talk about?
Everyone thought I got jit, but I was in on it too, so I knew.
Jordan was in. Jordan knew we were getting.
Jordan
Sam
tried to
the-
drive and then backed out, and he acted real weird, made me drive, and
Yeah.
then we ended up with a kayak, and then we had to go through Chick-fil-A's drive-through with it
We did.
at like midnight. It was a hell of an
It
experience.
was delicious.
Oh, it was so good.
There's nothing like Chick-fil-A sauce on your kayak, but for sure.
Jordan tried to ride in the back on the way home. It was weird.
I think I spent 18 hours with you that day.
You totally did.
So, great question. Devin asked about a hidden gun cabinet. I actually have a video from before any of these guys worked here, where I did one of those in a mantle. It was actually pretty cool.
I thought you were going to
The
talk about
video sucked.
We've done a couple
Because
of
I
those.
filmed it myself, edited it myself, and then I was in it. All 3 of those things suck. But
We did a
concept
couple
was
that
pretty
were
cool.
like the EDC tray with
And
the
we've done some hidden
handgun
EDC
compartment.
trays and stuff. So check those out.
I think I
I've
was
got a
here
whole
for one of
playlist
those.
of anything that's pew pew on YouTube that you can check out, which is pretty awesome. And then, all right, so Huey Lewis, great name, asked, does creating content help keep woodworking fun while still making a paycheck? I feel like there's a fine line where you cross when you lose that spark, turning a hobby into a job. Couldn't agree more, my friend. When you turn your hobby into your job, a lot of things change. You have to take it to a level of seriousness or take it to a level of, not being like this happiness and joy that's always present. Because if you just go that way, you're more of an artist than you are making it a business. And a lot of people struggle with that dichotomy, and it is pretty tough. I would say creating content for us has allowed us to quickly learn new skills because we get to try new stuff a ton.
Right.
And in trying new stuff, inherently we get a little bit better.
Yeah, the beauty is, I will agree that it's tough because when you start to do a lot of client work and that kind of thing, you can't always just do what you want because at the end of the day, the client is paying you to do something for them. So you have to do what they want, which isn't necessarily always aligned with what you want, and very few people can just do whatever. But the content does give us that variety of skills. Also, a lot of the things are just for us, so we can try things and not be afraid to fail on them, because if it sucks, we'll just redo it and you guys will laugh at us on the internet.
For sure.
And we'll just keep making it. So that does help keep the day a little bit more
does.
fun, because
It
when
does.
things catch on fire like the river tables did, we just turn the camera on and keep rolling.
And then I have panic attacks.
Yeah,
at night.
you guys love that.
But that's a great question, and I'm very grateful for it. So we're going to give you a t-shirt. Email ben@johnmalecki.com. Pick whatever t-shirt you want. Thank you, Huey. That was awesome. Well,
Damn it, Jordan t-shirt.
damn it, Jordan. What
Wait,
you-
that
it
doesn't
go
count.
towards the post. It doesn't go towards the bet.
Yeah, it does.
No, it doesn't.
It's a shirt.
3 levels of epoxy. So I'll say this, the 3 levels builds, we try to keep them in things that we can give you guys plans for. So probably not going to do something with epoxy just because we know a lot of people aren't willing to dive into, how expensive the epoxy is in that regard, as well as like, there's really no beginner epoxy projects.
Yeah, it's sort of, I mean, there's definitely like higher quality epoxy than others, and like different levels of project you could do with it. I think what would be more interesting would be like a challenge video, like the John versus Jordan and I. Maybe there's something there we could do with the epoxy.
I saw someone commented we should do a challenge whoever loses either grows or shaves their beard.
My wife has never seen my chin, and I plan to keep it that way.
And neither is mine.
Well,
I
don't
will-
lose.
I'll quit.
Don't lose.
Well, you're right, I won't lose, but I would also quit before I shave.
Well, I mean, if we're building something or it's feats of strength, you would definitely lose. Anyway, can you guys build your own kayaks? We definitely want to.
I do.
We're
I
big
wanna
fans
do
of Bear Mountain Canoe Works, right?
Bear Mountain Boats.
Bear Mountain Boats.
They did, they're the ones that Nick Offerman
Yeah.
did the video for, and a lot of guys have used their plans and their kits. I think the canoe as like a group activity is the way to go first, and then maybe visit the kayak after that.
Yeah, and we just need space. Like the one thing about the canoe and the kayak.
Yeah, they're like 16 feet long.
And you got to leave them sitting. Like they're very long and laborious process. You can't really be working on something else, especially in this shop. Like we're on top of ourselves with most projects because our shop's only like 25 by 60. A lot of people think it's a lot bigger. And I get it, that's a lot bigger than most people's shops. We have some big equipment. So it's, just a little bit difficult to have a boat sitting around that we're working around all the time.
Jordan, somebody
Next shot.
literally paid $10 for you to grow a beard.
$10 for
Can we get that guy a t-shirt because I'm not growing a beard? Get him a damn it t-shirt. Damn it
Yeah,
Jordan
yeah.
t-shirt.
Dominic gets
Dominic
a damn it.
Krupa. Yeah, just email Ben at John Malecki your size.
Yeah.
That goes towards the tally as well.
I don't understand why you're so afraid of
More
beard.
teaching aspects with Jordan and Sam.
Does he mean
So
like
we tried me teaching these.
think
You
the
want to
dovetail
see,
ones.
Robert, do you want to see me teaching these two or then all 3 of us teaching you? 'Cause
or all of us learning?
all of those things are possible, I guess. John, have you tried the new fad in brisket smoking, injecting Wagyu tallow? No, I'm still trying to figure out how to traditionally Texas style smoke a brisket. I am actually welding up a stick smoker on the other side of this camera in order to do it properly. Because as much as I love all of my Pit Boss grills, you'll get lambasted in Texas if you show up with a pellet. And I want to give it a try. I like variety. So, but that's definitely, I will have to look into Wagyu beef tallow injected brisket. I wonder what Cosmo would say about that.
I don't know. We'll have to call him. I saw somebody said something about a backyard project.
Yes, Joshua. You know what, Joshua? For taking risks, here's $50. Someone write down Joshua's name. That's the whole reason we have this. We make content. Just so you guys know, is like we're here to help and inspire yins to go chase crazy dreams, to try new things, to get your hands dirty, and to hopefully be a beacon of light and hope for the future of mankind in some way or another. Because there's a lot of people that just like don't try new stuff, or they don't think that they're capable of things, and that's why we bring so much energy to our content. And I'm glad to hear that, Joshua. That's awesome. I love that I'm
Chud's Barbecue.
Chud's Barbecue. So, recently become friends with Chud.
Chud rules.
And I love him. I'm trying to get down to Texas to go meet him, eat off of his Chud, and then he said he would take me to Tootsie's to eat her barbecue, which would be like a life goal of mine. I just gotta find. My wife just gotta let me go.
Yeah, we just need
Which
to
is
find
not
a reason to
gonna
go back to
happen anytime
Texas.
Okay. Andrew, what's your process? Okay, so, all right, let's give something away here. Jordan, let's give away this bundle from Woodcraft. We've got like mugs, koozies, something else. Pick someone or something that, I don't know, ask them a question. First person to answer wins the bundle. Yeah.
Okay. Should I do your famous line? Or wait, no, that was a different one. I don't know. I'm like drawing a blank. You really put me on the spot here.
You wanted to be on the camera.
I already asked that question. What was the first video I was in?
Did you?
I asked that on Black Friday.
You think these people were awake on Black Friday?
You think I was? Do you think
Okay,
I remember that?
what was the first project that I was
First
on?
person to answer. First project Jordan was on. You get a free bundle from Woodcraft. Oh my goodness. Can anyone keep up with these?
I saw.
7, 3, 40, no. Damn
Pick
it, Jordan.
one.
Nope.
No.
37, 40.
Hey, Sam, your wife said she'll take me to Duffy's.
What? Damn it, Jordan.
Nice.
Let us spray. Fire.
Jordan, we can definitely go to
Oh
Duffy's
my
next
goodness,
week.
Ohio State. No, what project?
OH, baby.
What did we build that Jordan was the first person on it? Oh my goodness.
No idea.
None of these are. What is going on? It's super simple.
Oh wait, I saw one.
You saw one?
I saw it. Wait, let me find
I'm
it.
scrolling back. I think
I think his is further ahead.
Jordan's a little bit further ahead.
Adam Bauer.
Adam Bauer, email
Win-
Ben at Malecki.
The Winchester ammo.
It was the
table.
Winchester
Yeah,
project
that's
where
right.
we went out to Ohio
That's
and I got
right.
to Pew Pew and we made them that cool epoxy logo and then we did the shotgun shells and stuff. That was actually
That was
really
one of
fun
my favorite
project. Yeah,
projects.
that thing turned out.
It was also probably a
Killer.
weird first day for Jordan. He came and we were shoveling concrete for the countertop.
Correct. Yes.
Sweating.
Yeah, my interview is actually part of the video.
It is.
You can see me being interviewed. It's kind of funny.
Yeah. All right, John. Congratulations on starting a woodworking business down the street from me. You're lucky I don't have to crush you. But no, that's awesome. And then Ben, I literally just said that like 5 minutes ago. All new members of KBF get a free T-shirt. All new paid members.
I
of
think they
KBF
know that, but if you
get a
don't
t-shirt.
know,
yeah.
if you sign up for KBF,
Favorite species of wood.
there's a free T-shirt going on
White
right
oak.
now if you use John as your referral.
Nice. So we've got some veterans. Thank you all. I see coming in. Thank you all for your service. You're the reason we have the opportunity to do what we're doing here, which is awesome, and we're super grateful. Okay. Convention? Any sort of, nah, I've actually never been to Kentucky. Actually, I take that back. We used to play Louisville in college.
I drove through it once.
And I've been to the Muhammad Ali Museum in Kentucky and watched a movie there.
I
It's
really
pretty cool.
expected to see more KFCs when I drove through, and I don't think I saw one, so I was a little disappointed.
Because they're not Kentucky Fried Chicken anymore. They're kitchen fresh.
What?
Chicken. Yeah. You
When
know
did
that?
this happen?
When did this happen? Because like, people hate fried chicken.
Wait, are you serious?
I'm pretty sure it was that for a minute.
Can we get a fact check on that?
We need a fact check on kitchen fresh chicken, KFC, but it's just KFC now. It's not Kentucky Fried,
Oh, well, that's weird. Anyway,
isn't it?
let's see.
Hey, Steve Blair. I like your enthusiasm, Stephen Blair. Email, here's $25 because screw Jordan and I hate Ohio State as well.
Thank you, Steve, for all the wins every year. We appreciate you.
Favorite species of wood? Mine is white oak. Sorry if I just slapped my microphone.
You definitely did.
Sam's
Walnut.
walnut. Jordan's is free. Any wood he gets for free because he's cheap.
That's right.
I actually like Paduke.
What?
Yeah.
All right.
I'll give it to you. Paduke's pretty awesome. Northwest, is that Wyoming?
Northwest Wyoming, go elk hunting. Yes.
Jacob,
Jacob,
tell me where
call
and
me.
when. I would love to go elk hunting. I haven't gone hunting in like 5 years.
You know, there's
This is a
actually
result of me not having any fun for a long time.
elk here in
This
PA,
business.
which a lot of people don't
There's
know.
elk in PA, yeah. Super limited
I just
tags though,
got
right?
an email. They opened another season or something. So I guess
That would actually be fun,
I guess they're doing
Jared,
well.
is if we did a fishing lure challenge
where we make our own lures.
and then have to catch something with it. The problem
right.
is most of the fish in the river behind us are like carp and like pickerel.
I already got this. I'm throwing an icy light can on a string
You'll get
and a
something.
Permane sandwich, and the most yinzer catfish of them all is coming.
All right, that was an interesting question. I don't know where it went. How are we handling the high wood prices?
Poorly.
Multiple ways. One, getting bent over and then just taking it. And then two, we actually have a lot of inventoried wood because I typically buy like at least 25% over what we need for a lot of stuff. So most of the projects we've been doing, we've had wood for. But it did
Yeah.
hit us on the kitchen because prices started to go up. And Jordan screwed up so many times that the inventory wood we had to go buy new stuff. So the cabinets essentially were double the price.
Yeah, and I did shed a tear today pricing out a future project that we
Yeah.
were working.
But we have like a ton of trees that we've dropped over the past few years that milled and sat that if we're just doing a project around the shop, we use.
There's a lot of red oak back
And a
there.
lot of red oak, which we hate, but it looks good if you light it on fire.
Hey, it's free.
Yes.
KFC is still Kentucky
Did John
Fried.
McAfee, I don't know who that is. Oh, yeah, so the guy in, he invented McAfee. I heard that this morning. He died in a jail in Spain. Yeah, we're not gonna get into that.
He's dead.
Beginner epoxy project. The first like deep pour epoxy project I did, ironically, was the 60-liter table we did for Westminster College.
Was that really the first like big?
That was the first epoxy project I ever did with a deep pour. I did a river table before that with glass, but that was my first deep pour, and I just like, I went full send.
We hadn't done like any of the. They all blend together to me. Like we didn't do it at like the lava table or any of those other things first. That
Those
was like
all
the
came
first.
after. That was in 2019. Those
Yeah.
were all 2020 projects.
I was still editing at that point.
Yeah.
Which is how long ago that was.
Yeah,
This was before
it
Benton.
was over a year and a half ago. Which is wild. It's wild you've stuck around this long. You can see Sam's
that.
beard used to be brown. It's gray now. Oh, Jonathan, thank you. We're glad you enjoy the content. And I'm glad you think we are awesome. Sometimes we don't think that at all. It's actually most of the time.
Somebody says gun stock video.
Like, so
Didn't
I'm not
Andy
gonna
do one
lie.
of those?
Andy Rawls did a gun stock video that's like untouchable. I'm not even gonna go near it. Mostly because I just don't have that. I don't do crazy tedious stuff. And if you watch him do all of the like
Shaping and
shaping and then what are those called? The knurling on the
oh yeah, like
on
the,
the butt.
texture.
He did all that by hand, and like I'd stick my head in our like exhaust fan before I do that. I'm just not really into that kind of.
Yeah.
Damn Jordan shirt sold.
Damn it, Jordan.
Okay, we're gonna follow up on Damn It Jordan shirts. Did I say was there a time limit on that?
We're
Yeah.
at 23. Oh,
For the
23.
for the bet.
Yeah,
no.
2 more, you owe me lunch. It was 25 in a week.
Didn't he buy lunch today?
He buys lunch every day.
I buy lunch way too often. Yes. Greg wants to know how we plan on keeping our channel separated from other channels like Jackman Works. His content on YouTube continues to grow. So, I mean, I think of all the channels in the maker community, we're probably the most diverse. In that
we at
like,
least
we
try to
have
be.
multiple characters in our content. We use multiple mediums. I would say we definitely do the largest and close to most expensive woodworking projects in the whole community. Nobody else is spending as much money as we are on some of this BS that we do around here.
Yes.
But then like content like 3 levels, you know, that's a great way for us to use 3 characters in a video, bring you guys something that's different than the rest of the community's kind of doing. Yeah, that's kind of how we differentiate. We lean into the personality stuff more. Like, we're here to have fun, bring some fun and enjoyment to your guys' lives. And I think that's another thing that's a little bit different in the maker space is we're not as educational, mostly because we're a bunch of morons. And I have a lot more fun being able to entertain, and I just think it comes through in the content. So that's how we plan on staying differentiated. Now, Jackman is also hilarious, builds super huge stuff, is incredibly tedious and super
talented and awesome.
So like all that's awesome. And Jackman's great. I can't wait to see him again in person. I can't wait to see any of yous again.
I know.
I feel like our channel has tripled since the last event I've been to.
I think the last thing we did was Workbench Con, which
Yes.
was like last February, and now it's June already.
So I feel bad for Daniel, so we're gonna give Daniel $25.
Can we pay Daniel
Daniel
first time?
Reyes, here's $25 because you watched every single video we've ever put out. And some of those back in the day, woo, were those brutal. I remember I did a cabriolet video back in the day, and I bought a camera, and I called Brad, and I was like, bought this camera. It was a Canon 80D, okay?
That was the first ADD video?
It came with that integral, it came with the auto focusing lens on it.
Yeah.
And it didn't have the zoom in and out, it was all integral.
Right.
So it was like a 24 to 105 or something like that. This camera, I had it on autofocus the entire time I filmed, and literally it was just in and out blurry for like hours. Didn't give a shit. I just edited it and stuck it out there on YouTube.
I don't think I've watched that one. Is it?
And it just started.
It's just out there like that?
Dude was killing it because the topic was great. And like I watched it after and I was like, what was I thinking? Like, this is so bad. I like took the camera straight out of the box onto the tripod. I was like, got this new camera, I'm gonna crush YouTube. Oh, it was bad. Oh my God. So you deserve every penny because you watched such terrible content from back in the day.
Brad,
I love watching Sam's stuff because Sam went to school for photography and has a really good eye behind the camera. And when he came to work here, I was like, can you edit? He said, I'll figure it out. So that's what we did. And then when you go back and watch, we had the one of the same cameras we still shoot on now. We shoot on the Canon R5 and the Sony A7 III, right?
My favorite is you trying to explain all this. You actually crushed it. You got all that right,
but
you have no
Sam's
idea.
color grading on the Sony at first was just like everything's just white. Like all of our videos are just
Are
like
they
they're just
bad?
completely white. Like you look at them and you're like, we didn't even touch anything. It just looks like it looks like we're standing in a glass box.
There's a reason I don't do this.
So
and
once
I
again, Daniel deserves every dollar of that prize. Thank you, Daniel, for watching all that.
Just read the funniest comment.
You just read the funniest comment?
Someone said that I still breastfeed. Can we get that person something?
Give that, breastfeeding jokes always are worth money. Whoever, what was his name?
Daniel Palmiskina.
There's $25. Thank you for making us laugh. Zatagen, I hope I got that right, wants to learn some lathe stuff. So do I. And that's why you're not going to see me teach you anything on it, because none of us know how to turn. We just happen to have a lathe that sits over there.
You did make 2
Jet was a
mallets,
sponsor.
but it was terrifying.
Yes.
I cried.
Yeah, we just don't do a ton of turning. Like there's so many good channels out there for turning. Like there's zero chance we're gonna get into doing a lot of that. Shooting competition between the 3 of you. Thomas, that is a phenomenal idea.
I love it.
We can't do any content on that though, because YouTube hates having fun in that regard. They literally, if you guys saw Demolition Ranch hit 10 million, they demonetized the video just for having guns in it. Literally, they were just laying out.
That video got demonetized?
And they got demonetized.
Amazing.
So YouTube hates that. But if we ever do it, you can probably catch it on our socials, on Instagram. The Rip Desk, we were shooting stuff, yeah, but it wasn't a competition.
I really like what Sam Shed said there. We'll get that out.
We'll come back to it. All right, so Zach Downs, thank you for such a gracious super chat. Asked, what's the favorite wood to work with? White oak for myself. We just answered this a little bit ago. Sam loves walnut and Jordan likes free wood and Kaduk. But do love maple. And
yeah, maple's great.
Maple's like, I have a love-hate relationship with maple. because sometimes it's like really easy and buttery to work with, but then
Yeah.
sometimes it's just like
Well, there's so many different kinds.
so brittle that like you can't. It just is like really hard to chop or do any like
Yeah.
sort of detailed work with it. But
We also have to remember we're very spoiled in Western PA that we have like all of the North American hardwoods
Yes,
all the time.
we
Like
do.
I was talking to somebody the other day and they were like I've never had walnut or white oak or something. I was like,
What
what
do
do
you
you
work
mean?
with?
And they're like, I live in like some tropical island. We have like palm trees. And I was like, oh, makes
Someone
sense.
said Sam's built like the word Mississippi. I don't know what that means.
Thank you.
take it as a compliment.
I don't even know what Mississippi looks like.
AMK 1979 just asked if we could do a veteran and military inspired T-shirt. Absolutely.
Yeah, we should do that.
Our
for-
favorite colors are definitely fall into that line. So we'll make a note and we'll definitely have some something out for you here.
We
And
could do like
ironically,
a Veterans Day. or
we keep
something.
bringing it up, but Chad from Kayak Bass Fishing, if you guys didn't know, because it's been about an hour, is giving away a boat. And Chad is also a veteran. Chad was in the service for a long, long time.
The
I think he
Navy,
did
I believe.
3 or 4 tours, like
Yeah.
long time.
Yeah, he was
And
a bit of a
he was in
career
the
guy.
Navy and is an absolutely phenomenal human. He's giving away a kayak. We'll be giving that away at the top of the next hour. But for anyone that is a member to KBF, a paid member, if they win, happen to be the winner, Chad's going to completely outfit your kayak with all the fishing gear and accoutrement that you could potentially ever want. And on top of it, anybody who signs up to be a KBF paid member and uses my name as their referral gets a free t-shirt. So literally like he's just killing it with giving a ton of value and giving a ton of stuff away here. And we're super grateful for that. Thank you, Chad, not only for your service, but for supporting us and what we're doing here. And with that, let's give away some bits. So what we did on the last live stream was, we really appreciate these were so fast last time, comments and stuff. So, are we ready for this? Are you tracking these comments? We're going to give away this 5-bit set in this banner here.
Jordan, hold that
these
thing
are,
up.
These are all their Astra coating, right?
Yeah, they got the Astra coating, really.
These bits, nobody makes better bits than Bits and Bits. They do a ton of custom bits, as well as like they do a special coating on their bits specifically, and this is their compression, 1/2-inch compression up and down spiral bit. It helps with tear out, especially in CNC work. They've got a ton of options.
There's so much science in that bit. I don't
Oh, that
understand
bit's
any of it.
way above my pay
Jordan's
grade.
always like, look at this bit. I got this
But
to work, and I don't know what he's saying.
We're going to
But
give it
they're
away
awesome.
to the first person to specifically say what the big screw up was on our 26-foot river table build. Go. You can't jump the gun here because I'm going to have to wait to see it come on here.
Okay.
You got a CNC because of Jordan. Yes!
I saw that.
Hope it was avid. Jordan's breastfeeding. I boobs. Yes? Yes?
You guys are so
Hit me,
weird. I love
baby.
it.
Go Browns. Get out of here.
Ask Chad about heroes on the water. We'll have to do that. Leak? No.
No, the leak wasn't a mistake.
Temperature too high.
The temperature wasn't the problem either.
Size.
Whoop, whoop, okay.
Someone said the middle section.
The middle section. Ding, 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 ding. Joe? Was it Joe?
Stark, yeah.
Joe
Yeah,
Stark.
Joe Stark. Crushed it. Yes. Joe, send an email to ben@johnmalecki.com. You were the winner of the Bits and Bits prize pack. If you got to get to the end of the video, because right before we went to install, one of the idiots that works here completely measured wrong on the overall length of the bar. And by that I mean I took all the measurements on site, and the bar had a drop down for ADA compliance, and I literally just went the entire length of the bar, and then the ADA compliance part was 3 feet. So I just assumed the rest of the bar was 23 feet. And
Right, that's
it
how
wasn't.
math works most of the time. But apparently this was not that time, and I shouldn't have, but I trusted John that he measured it correctly, and I just made it to the size that he told me to make it.
Yes. So we
Things
ended up
happen.
with
It
something
wasn't a
that
big
it was
deal.
about 6 inches too short. Go figure.
Luckily, it wasn't a
As
big
was
deal.
my
We
NFL
could just
career.
refix that,
And
remake that part rather.
It was still my fault
Yeah, it was still Jordan's fault. But that was our first damn it John of the year, I would say, which is hilarious.
Publicly, at least.
Publicly, for sure. Justin Drew wanted to know how far along I am with my pregnancy. Justin, you can come to the shop anytime you'd like and say that to my face. Continuing on, should have been more clear. 2.5 inches too big in the middle. If you could be in any branch of the service, what would it be? I don't think I'm cut out for the service because I'm incredibly fat. No, I'm actually not that fat. But I'm like enthralled with the Navy SEALs. First book I ever read for pleasure was Lone Survivor, Marcus Luttrell. And that actually got me into not only reading, but garnering a lot more appreciation for what our servicemen and women do for us, especially at that elite level. And then I went down a rabbit hole, and I've been in that rabbit hole for 11 years now, reading military books.
I'm really happy you learned to read.
I'm happy I learned to read too.
Can you teach me?
I'm just saying I never read for pleasure. Like
No, I know what
you
you
didn't
mean.
go to a traditional college. Like I don't know how I graduated. I was
Because you were on the
I
football
was
team.
academic all conference 3 times, and I didn't read a book in college. Didn't read a single book.
What does
It
that
was-
mean?
So when you play a sport
Okay.
in college, they have all academic teams.
Okay.
So like if you have a GPA above a certain amount, you can make that team. And then
Gotcha.
it goes conference-wise. So I had like a 3.4 to 3.5, and somehow without reading a book all through college, I was able to make all academic teams. It was incredible.
I didn't have to read books in college either.
You did not. You did not. All right. So we got some more super chats in here. Dude, love these super chats. Thank you guys so much. I'm always so appreciative of super chats. It just blows my mind that you guys would just give us your money. The difference between Iron Man and Iron Woman. Not going to read that out loud. Hey, John, any recommendations on something I would be able to build for my daughter? She was born in December, and thank you for all your videos. So, Matt, great question. 1, 2, congratulations. We decided for my daughter to do something that would last. So we did the rocker.
Yeah.
And I use it a ton. Like when I'm spending time with her, rocking her in the chair, we get to spend that time together. It's in her room.
That was-
my wife gets to use it as well. My fear for building something for her at a young age is that she's going to grow out of it, and that like I don't want that for me. But
Right.
with that being said, I've built for other people like small furniture sets for when they get to that age where they like to play. What is it like tea time and that kind of stuff. I've done like 3 of those back in the day.
You've done 3 whole tea times?
I've done 3 tea time. No, I've done 3 like miniature furniture sets.
I think Ben
Those
had
are a
tea
lot of
time at
fun,
the golf course
and
the
those
other
were
day.
super. Those were super enjoyable. A lot of people like to do the changing table. A dresser's another good one. If you
I
do a
think-
removable top, they can keep that.
I
for a
think
long
the
period of
rocking
time.
chair though, like
A
when
rocking-
John came to me and said like, hey, we're gonna build this rocking chair for my daughter, at first I was like, this is kind of a weird move. Why would
Yeah.
we not do a crib or like changing table or one of the other like very stereotypical things? But when he explained like the heirloom quality of like that chair is going to, assuming we didn't build it in a way that's gonna explode, will live on far past him having young kids. When they're older, it can graduate down to just when you're old and have no legs,
Yeah.
you can read in it or
And what's super
whatever, watch YouTube.
super cool about something like that is that no matter what house you move to or how old you get and stuff, it'll always be there.
Yeah, and I thought that was a great move, and
Yeah.
I personally had a ton of fun making that project.
That was
And I
that was
did
the most
almost none of
challenging
it.
thing I would say I've built ever. Just straight woodworking.
I just said that looks wrong, and then you fixed it. That was basically all I did on that project.
Honestly, your wife has the best comments.
Is my wife in the chat?
Oh yeah.
She's a.
And you said my wife's in there
I
too,
thought she was in
Cosmo.
the car. Whose wife? My wife? His
Both
wife?
wives.
Your wife. She told me shout out all my girls out there, so I guess her and Annie.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's a tea party, Dad. Annie's in the chat. So my wife was in the car. I didn't think she was going to catch the live, but I guess it is 2 hours long. She wasn't driving for that long. So it's good to see you. And I'm glad Annie's getting to watch her dad make a fool of himself on the internet again. Okay, so Jack Messias is in junior high school, and he's wondering any tool recommendations. Jack, love the youth. Love that you're here. You got $100 coming your way to help with those tools. And my suggestion is first and foremost going to be watch our 10 tips for beginners and tools to buy for the wood shop. Now, if you don't have any tools in general, you're probably going to want to start out with something like a drill and a circular saw.
DeWalt.
Jordan's a big fan of DeWalt, so are we. But get started in something that like you can do more than just woodwork with if it's your first tool ever. If you have to do any repairs around the house or someone calls you and needs help with the job, like that's what I was when I first got started. I had a couple tools and people needed my help because they literally didn't own them.
Yeah, I mean,
and you'll build up from there.
The combos like with the drill, the impact, or especially if it's not Christmas time now, but during like Black Friday and Christmas time, there's great deals on like the combo kits if you're just getting started and you need circular saw, impact, and like all that stuff. But then I would really think about like what it is you want to make and what tools you would need to do that, not just buying things kind of blindly. Because there's lots of tools that are general, but there's also a lot of tools that are very specific for certain projects. And if you're not going to do those projects, it'd be kind of dumb to spend the money on it.
Yeah.
So like think about what you want to make.
You don't have the space either. You don't want to go diving into like buying a bunch of woodworking tools and not having anywhere to put them. Especially if you're young, you don't know where you're. In 4 years, you could be living in an apartment with no garage, or you could be, off doing something crazy awesome, and you don't want those to go to waste. So I would get started with some things you can at least keep with you.
Or maybe it's like some chisels or hand tools you could be in your dorm room someday, like making ducks or something.
Thomas Delaney with a great question. Would you consider critiquing viewer woodworking projects and helping them improve? Absolutely. I actually get a ton of this. So a lot of the DMs that come in, like I get a ton of like spammy crap. But when I do get an opportunity to answer them, I get a lot of people sending their projects, looking for critique or feedback or suggestions for fixes and some cool stuff like that. That's always fun. You can always hit me or Sam and even Jordan potentially up there. Don't message the CNC Cowboy. He's on hiatus and he's actually on strike.
I thought he was on vacation.
Yeah, permanent.
He's at the Yellowstone.
Yeah. And we'd love to see some of your projects.
That'd be good TikTok segment.
Yeah, we could do like Gordon Ramsay does with the food.
Yeah.
So
awesome.
Patrick wants us to get extra squirrely and try the Lichtenberg wood burning on an epoxy table. I'm not gonna lie.
That scares me.
Well, it was cool like 4 years ago. Like I'm not into that look personally, so I never really got
did just see
into
a guitar that was done that was really cool with that.
that was
but
probably
personally, I'm scared. Like
yeah.
doing some of the electrical here has almost killed us.
You know what? CCAP 8648 just had a great point. Miss Piggy and a Boss Hog collaboration project is a guaranteed damn it Jordan moment. But instead of doing that, we should just make a damn it Jordan wood and metal sign using both of them.
Oh, we could totally do that.
Wood and fire? I don't know.
Metal and wood, metal and wood. I like it. And then you're from Katanning. We used to whoop on Katanning in midget football.
Midget football.
Back in the day. Well, they're so far, we never got to play them in high school. All right. So where are we at? I'm trying to get all these super chats in because you guys are so gracious with your monies.
Did we get them all?
Something I would be able to build. Okay, so we got that. We got Thomas. Cabin or shed build? Cabin all day. A-frame cabin is like one of Sam's dreams.
Yeah.
If you can. Chase, thank you, my friend. And we got most memorable play in football, college or the NFL? Ooh. NFL. So this is actually not a play, but it's one of my more enjoyable memories from when I was playing in the NFL. One of the first games I dressed for was in my third year, and we were playing Baltimore in Baltimore. And so in the NFL, you only dress 53 players on the active roster. You only dress 46 of them, which means that one of the linemen typically is out there in sweats holding a clipboard. And then you have two backups. So you have your swing guy in the middle, plays guard or center, and then you have a backup tackle. You don't have a backup fullback on the offense either. So that backup interior swing lineman is typically the fullback in goal line. The backup fullback in goal line, excuse me. They'll put a tight end at fullback for the most part. So anyway, no fullback was on the roster. Heath Miller goes down in this game. The backup tight end, Matt Spaeth, is now starting. Heath's not in. I'm the backup on goal line. You only run goal line in the side, like the 3-yard line in the NFL. They keep the regular offense on the field on the 5. Ben has, Sam has no idea what I'm talking about.
I have no clue.
But
This is great.
as we're moving down the sideline, I'm standing next to my coach, ready for what are they? It's a big package is what they called it. Whatever package or plays they called to go in, and I'm standing there, and the running back breaks. I can't remember which running back we had at the time because they were getting hurt so left and right. But breaks a run and gets down, and we're at the 4. So we're waiting to see where the ball is being marked, and I'm standing next to Coach Tomlin, and he looks over at me, and I'm strapped up and ready to go, and he's like, "You're up. It's just like playing Hampton in high school. Get out there." And I was like, "What?" I had no clue Coach Tomlin would have known that in high school, because I'm from this area, one of the teams that we played against in high school. What ironically happened was, so we sent our big team out onto the field. I get out there, and then they call a timeout, and we come back out in regular personnel, so I don't even get to run the play. But from that was a super memorable experience. And then my most memorable play from the NFL was I was in that same package, so that was like the setup for this. And we were playing Cincinnati at home. And they bring out goal line. I come in, and we're in a double tight set. So I have to come in. I make myself, you have to elect yourself to be eligible if you have a non-eligible number. So linemen, if you ever see them doing this, that's what they're doing. So I get into the huddle, call the play, ready, break. I'm the backside tight end on this play, so I'm trying to visualize this, put it out there for you. We're on the 2-yard line. So we're running a slide protection, means the whole line's going this way. If no one comes in this gap to my right while we're sliding this way, I'm allowed to release and run a route, okay?
Okay.
So I'm shitting my pants because I'm getting in a game. This may have been the first play I ever got in. I can't remember, I blacked out. But I run everything proper, and in practice, someone was in it's a D gap every single time. We come in, no one hits the D gap, and I just stay there to protect. I don't go and run the route because I was 4th option.
You could have had a touchdown?
Ben throws a touchdown. We come off the field. I come on the sideline. Ben comes up to me. He's like, "If you would have released, I was going to throw you the ball." And I was like, "Are you kidding me?" You have all things you could say to me. He was literally like,
as a lineman.
as a line, he's like, "I would have thrown you the ball if you would have released." And I was like, and what's crazy is in the moment you don't realize, I will never get that opportunity again in my entire life, it's what it is. But it was
That's a real damn it, John moment.
Yeah.
super fun. But I mean, it was like,
Can we get Ben a damn it
in
John
football,
shirt?
there's a lot of things like an if, then this. And that was one of those things that was never happens normally, but it could happen in this freak situation. And that's what it kind of was. And for Ben to come off the field and Ben to go, "I'd have thrown you the ball." I was like,
That's
"You
hilarious.
kidding me?"
But at least you won his friendship.
there you go. There's 2 of my NFL moments. We'll go into college at some point. I don't remember much of college. So the name for the Bits and Bits giveaway, what was the email again? ben@johnmalecki.com. Any chance of seeing y'all fly down to Texas, demo ranch collab? So we've got something in the works, hopefully. We'll be back to Texas very, very soon.
I feel like a lot of people don't realize that you and I were in an Off the Ranch
We're in
video. It's
episode 4 of the abandoned mansion.
It's very early on, ripping out insulation. We were there with Andy Rawls. So if you go way back, I know that was was that 2 years ago now?
Yeah.
2 years ago.
Yeah,
If you
been
go
2
all the
years.
way back into the YouTubes, we're there.
Yeah, which was nuts. So also, if you guys want to, we get a lot of questions on people who want to support the channel and stuff. If you guys want to support the channel, make sure you're snagging up some merch. We got some exclusive stuff. Literally, the shirts we're wearing right now, only available during this live stream, as well as some exclusive Squirrely Squad merchandise that's typically not available. Now, with that being said, I think we should give something away. So, we've got a $100 gift card to Woodcraft,
Ooh,
right? Woodcraft.
love Woodcraft.
We took some stuff down so we could put the boat behind us. But Woodcraft's been a big supporter of what we do here, and they keep the lights on. They're great to us.
They sure do.
And we literally, I know they're the best woodworking store in America. So super grateful to have them giving something away here. And there's $100 going to the first person who, from my one and only greatest hits album,
That we
can
know.
tell me what the second part of this lyric that came about 2 years ago now?
I was gonna say I don't remember what video it is, but I do remember, and I can't say what.
So I need to know what the last two words, the last part of this is. Are you ready? Is Jordan ready?
Did you
Jordan
warm
might
up?
not even know this.
I know.
Oh,
From how I came up with it. Also, someone keeps saying you should drug test me.
yes, a lot of people actually mentioned that to me in confidence. Are we ready? Bald eagles. What's the second part? $100 goes to the person who first person to throw that into the chat. This is like you
That's a
gotta
deep
be
cut.
in the
You gotta
weed.
be-
Deep cut. My one and only greatest hits album. Does Woodcraft sell light bulbs? I can't read.
I don't think so.
Actually, I don't. I think they do actually have some LED lighting for some stuff.
Yeah, maybe.
D's nuts. Nope. Damn it, Jordan. Nope.
Oh, I see it.
Hold on. I got to see it on my screen.
No.
Squirrels. Dude, I love the squirrels. Oh, you were so close, Ben.
Ben Hendrick.
Up there.
Oh, they're just
Oh, I spelled it wrong. Oh.
Do-do-do-do-do-do. No.
Christopher.
Oh, Christopher DeLuca.
Yeah.
All right, Christopher, you are the winner of $100 gift cards. If yins remember the greatest hits,
Bald eagles and beer lines.
bald eagles and beer lines,
That was.
getting drunk.
What
in
did we
my
call that
basement.
video? Was it called like putting beer taps in my?
That was when I
house or
put beer
something?
taps in my kitchen wall,
We need to use
which we
those
literally
again.
haven't been able to put a keg in since then because the pandemic happened a month later and kegs stopped becoming a thing because bars weren't open.
I think we can get a keg.
I can get a
again.
keg now,
So we
man.
should set that
I'm
back
going to
up.
sell that house though. Might as well, right? We got to get a new one. We got to get a new one. All right, so I just can't believe that people literally. I love these responses. Cocaine, bald eagles, and bald eagles in America. So good.
It's the remix. We needed the original version.
Jordan, your name is Smoke Build, and you're telling me to drug test Jordan. That's too funny.
He keeps asking.
I'm a
Or
s-
she.
Okay, and just like getting into woodworking, I'd like to, oh boy. Tabletop and replace a damaged one, but don't have a joiner or anything like that. Can you recommend a low-cost way to do it? Unfortunately, Wendy, nothing's really low cost in woodworking right now. But you could buy your lumber S4S, which is square on four sides, and you could get all the joinery and stuff done for it. But it's just right now.
You pay a little
none of
more
that's
for that,
cheap.
so.
Yeah. I do have a cold brew keg, yes. All right. So as a Jets and Syracuse fan, you make tolerating Pittsburgh possible. Douglas, you're welcome. One, I was at the Jets. I was at the last AFC Championship game the Jets went to. Obviously, they lost to the Steelers, and it was a blast watching the Steelers go on to the Super Bowl after that win. And also, we used to beat the living piss out of Syracuse in college. So, but I mean, Ben here, big lax guy. Syracuse crushes it in lacrosse. Wait, Squirrely Squad stuff sold out?
That subscription is.
Oh.
Tell them to check out the merch site. They're all on there.
All of the Squirrely Squad merchandise is available. You can't get a subscription right now. Where the subscriptions will reopen, right, beginning of July. So the subscription's closed for the last 10 days of July so we can fulfill all the
All of our
orders.
subscription shirts are live.
But all of the shirts are
What
available.
are the damn Jordan shirts at?
Jordan just wants
Power
to know.
lineman in North Carolina. Started woodworking as a hobby and always watch the videos, enjoy the content.
We were just talking about linemen the other day. How
Yeah.
awesome they are.
Power linemen and they big cojones.
Yeah.
24. Yeah.
Wow, Jordan hasn't sold a single damn it Jordan shirt in 45 minutes.
We sold 24. I
They're
need one
24.
more for launch and then 75 more for $100.
I told you, Jordan, the people do not love you. Just get used to it. They don't love me either.
That's rude.
The cooking side of the show. So we love the Shop Chef. We really do.
It was so much fun.
But YouTube doesn't like us putting cooking content on the regular channel. They didn't perform very well and they actually hurt the performance of other videos. And unfortunately, that's how our business functions. But you can always get cooking stuff because we will not stop cooking on Instagram. We
That's
don't care
true.
what that algorithm does. And we love to eat.
That's
So
true.
we actually have some cool content coming out next week where we're cooking, essentially, kind of.
There's food-related things happening.
Yes.
Let's see.
Okay, so what time is it?
I don't know. My watch died.
Okay, so we've got the 3 big giveaways coming up next. The 3 big giveaways. And I'm going to say this. moving into our last 3 giveaways. Now, we've given everything away till now is pretty much not cost anyone a penny. We've got some gift cards left that we're going to be throwing in with random merchandise purchases. So anyone buying merch, literally, you could just have a $100 gift card show up in your merch. So be sure to grab something from the website, help support what we're doing here, and look good this summer.
That's right.
Because look good, feel good, play good, and you know these shirts are looking good. And as we were kind of been saying, all of the merchandise for the Squirrely Squad subscription is now available to the public for just today only.
Anyone that buys a Damn It Jordan shirt, I'll make you something.
Anyone.
Everywhere I will make you something, and it will be in with your shirt. I promise that.
What?
That is a bold.
And I'll even make a video of me making it.
You're not making it here or on my time.
That's fine.
You can go home to your home shop.
That's fine. It'll be a full-time job after this.
You need a grill so we can use some cooking tips after your woodworking tips. Well, thank you for your service. Where did it go? Gabriel, thank you for your service.
Thank you,
and
sir.
your wife. Very grateful for that. As you know, we have a USMC flag hanging in the back from our friend Patrick at Dragonfly Woodworks.
Yes,
They're
he's a
actually
legend.
Dragonfly Leatherworks now. Awesome dude. Gave that to us like 4 years ago.
Yes.
But the cooking tips and stuff, Instagram is where you got to go for that. As you know, Sam and I both really like cooking, especially
We
on
do
the
love the
barbecues.
foods. Yes, barbecue.
With the baby, it's been hard for me to cook as much. I will say that.
Yeah, your dinner
I'm way
game-
down.
I will admit my dinner has also been weak, and I don't really know why. I've just been
I have another water.
doing other stuff. But we'll be stepping that up.
Yes. So Jim Yearsich says that his son likes to call Jordan names while watching the videos. Jim, we had a guy send us a video of his son calling Jordan names on Instagram last week, and it was one of the funniest things I think I've ever
From
witnessed.
some far off land. Israel, is that what it was?
Yeah.
I remember it was like somewhere crazy.
The shirts also pay for my therapy.
Dan got our attention. 3 levels of garden lighthouse projects. That's some Izzy Swan stuff right there. I don't even know the first thing about gardening.
I'll crush all you at gardening.
You do have a gardening simulator. No, that's a farm simulator
Farming
video game.
simulator. It's a great
Lawn
game.
mowing simulator just came out.
I
It's
saw
a
that.
hot game. I love it.
Do you have it?
Oh yeah.
Of course you do. I believe
So
cedar
Dominic, we
is-
don't use cedar a lot because one, it's incredibly soft. It's really not a great furniture project, like for furniture.
It smells delicious.
It smells great. It's great for cladding. It's great for outdoor projects. But it's not like beefy and stable enough for a lot of the things that we do. But that's probably the only reason. And it's also pretty pricey. So the trade-off is like, we can get some other lumbers for the same price. And a lot of the mills don't carry it in bigger dimensions up here. You can pretty much only get it at like the home stores.
Yeah, it's a little harder to find here. Someone asked why Jordan has a handheld mic. He just wanted it.
He has a handheld mic because, well, look at it.
I asked for the Bob. Is it? Oh, how do you say his last name? Like
Bob Barker?
Yeah, I asked for his old style mic. The real long
The
one.
long skinny one?
Yeah, with the little
Yeah.
belt, yeah.
Next time.
Yeah, next time.
John
I wear a
Peterson,
suit
thank
today.
you so much for the super chat. That's awesome. Best quality lumber, sheet goods, and fairest price in Pittsburgh area. You're going to want to go, Laura, to DSI and ask for Rusty. Letter D, S-I.
like
They
this-
sell a couple different tiers of plywood, and they do a really great job taking care of it so it doesn't show up with beat up or with holes in it. Stuff you're getting at the Depot and Lowe's isn't as good as quality as what you're going to get there. Built out of reclaimed skateboards. I'm not going to step on Wobie's toes.
Yeah, Wobie's, I've been seeing a lot of people doing that though. There's some really cool stuff out
I
there.
think after his one table went viral, his conference room table, and then
Yeah?
it has like 20 million views, I think.
Daniel
That's
Reyes
so
is
much
trying
blue.
to Daniel Reyes wants you to give him a gift card and then him to buy a shirt to get your numbers up. It's a good
Wait, didn't we
under-
just give him a gift card?
We do ship to the UK, right, Ben? Yes. John's personality starts to truly come out as he puts out more content. Early videos made him seem so quiet. See, that's the thing, Sean, is that the earlier videos, I was kind of just playing the follow the path game, right? So I wanted to be a little bit more educational, and try to like do what other people were doing. I didn't really get or understand content creation. So like I'm having a blast in the shop, being a total buffoon behind the camera, and then I turn it on and just went straight rigid. Kind of like Jordan's been up until
got
like
real serious
2 weeks
and-
ago.
I yelled at him a lot, and then We finally got around to just being
Well,
stupid.
Sam showed up here and we actually had fun. And then we realized that that's better content.
John realized that he wasn't just a crazy person singing to himself in his shop. So,
So I sing to Sam now.
humidor, that would be a fun one. We should do
That
that.
would.
I have Jordan t-shirts. If Jordan does 20 push-ups. Yes. Right here.
Jesus.
20?
Get
Chest
that-
down, son.
Get that form better.
Okay, so, my goodness, Jordan, you just gotta always make everything about yourself.
I gotta get $100. 16, I think.
You're gonna Venmo him? His Venmo is John_Malecki.
That's 20.
Or you could send it to J Malecki on PayPal, like whichever it is, or both his. Just saying.
We're right here in Super
Someone's
Chat.
asking why we're wearing 2 watches.
We're not.
Oh, we
We
get that
this question
comment
a ton. So
every single video.
we're not sponsored, but this is called a Whoop.
I'm on house arrest.
All three of us actually
Here,
have it.
Benton, if you want to zoom in on it.
And a Whoop is an athletic strap. It's strictly used for calculating data and metrics and what's actually called a strain rate on the app. For me, I got into it because of I'm really bad at sleeping. So I tried to do certain things during the day that helped me get a better recovery score, which the app does. I don't
Yeah.
wear my Apple Watch to bed. So you can't track anything while you sleep, and most people don't do that because it has to charge every night. This charges like every 3 days. And that's why I got into it. And then we also can have competitions on who has the highest strain every day.
It's usually me.
And Sam wins every single. Jordan and I've rode my Peloton 500 miles this month, and every single day I got on my Peloton, Sam has still had a higher strain rate just working here. So for all of you that ask for jobs,
It's stressful, apparently. My Whoop says it's stressful, so.
yes. So that's what these are. They're not 2 watches. This doesn't tell time or even have a screen on it.
No.
Sam,
Yeah?
we love you for loving our work.
Oh, hey.
Oh, he said the skateboards.
Yeah,
All right.
we
Yeah, I mean, so just getting back to that is like Wobie has that game on lock. If he would want to come out here, but he's in like Cali, like he wouldn't know what to do in a
He's
shop
not
this
leaving.
big. He actually just built that sweet ass mezzanine though. That thing's awesome.
I didn't see that yet.
You haven't seen his
Podcast
mezzanine?
challenge, I've been saying that.
Tile installer watching y'all do the backsplash hurt.
I'm sorry.
Dude, Aaron, come on! It was like we were trying to keep it as basic as possible. He's
I
probably
thought it
gonna-
did pretty okay.
That was the easiest backsplash I've ever put. I mean, it went completely
looks-
seamless.
It looks
We had like 3 bad
slightly
cuts.
above
Broke
average.
them and started again. Please wish your girlfriend's daughter and her team good luck in their upcoming state softball game. Her name is Katie and her team is the Crushers. Katie! Good luck in your state softball game. You and the Crushers are going to crush.
That's a great team name.
It'd be better if it was like the Bone Crushers. Bone Crusher. Chainsaw carving. We did that in here once. Got really messy, and Sam and I both almost passed out because of the fumes.
Yeah, we
Are we
did
giving
burn.
the smoker away? Yes, we're giving a smoker away. We're giving a smoker
Very
away in very shortly here. Very shortly.
And a kayak. If you just
Yes. And then you're also getting
Yeah.
a free t-shirt if you sign up for KBF. You're also getting potentially going to get some gift cards chucked into your orders if you're buying merchandise. And then actually anyone who buys a plan in the next 20 minutes, I will pick someone who buys a plan off of shop.johnmalecki.com to give them the $250 Timberland Pro gift card. So there's your next giveaway. Any plan on the website can't be free. That's all. Someone I'll scroll through there, pick your name, $250 Timberland Pro. Now Timberland Pro, I gotta say, Sam's already ruined one pair, but he's got a few. Just released a new kind of pants that are absolute game changers. It's their Tempe pants.
They're like a dry fit, kind of. I don't know if we can say that. That's
I don't know what they are, but they're
like
stretchy,
They're
they're
light.
comfy, they're light.
They're perfect for summer. I've ruined, I think, at least one pair.
wore them to church.
You wore them to church, okay?
I've worn them to fish as well as to an exotic dinner at a country club. I'm not gonna, I didn't actually wear them to that because I haven't been to a country club.
I was gonna say, what exotic dinners are you going to? What does that even mean?
Yeah. No, well, you have to wear like nice things to.
I saw something about an epoxy spill.
So we did get a question on a video this week about an epoxy spill, and someone was literally asking how to clean it. One, you need to try and start with like the thickest parts. It makes no sense, but crack them with a sledgehammer and then come back with like some sort of like a very, very stiff scraper or shovel.
Yeah, we use shovels, sledgehammers, and
if you can't get that to work, you gotta
we
get a
still
sander.
didn't get it all.
Yeah, no, it's still over there. Like we
I slip on it probably once a week.
yeah, I wear flat bottom shoes and slip on it all the time. My biggest piece of woodworking advice for a beginner. Don't be afraid to try new things. And also, don't get married to your project. Always can look at it as like a stepping stone to what you're gonna go on to next. You like that one?
That was a good sound effect.
Wife hears you freaking out every time you guys talk to me. I love the enthusiasm.
What's the exotic dinners? Isn't that the name of the place Jordan dances?
Yes. Abby said she walked into work today and told her nurses to punch the day in the face. I love that. Can I do an episode and teach you, does that say illiterates? How to read? No. But we have thought, we we thought about doing.
He actually did it? What a legend.
Jordan shirts, all orange. They're going hot, people. Get them. He's all the way from Kansas.
Oh,
He
man.
knows word, though.
Jordan, you're going to have to go to
Little
Kansas.
five
And
things now. 5-finger pin.
Doghouse challenge. So I don't have a very good yard. We do have an Adirondack 3 levels coming up. We said that. It might not have been here. Doghouse challenge. I don't have a big enough yard to put a doghouse.
But you do have 2 big
I
dogs.
do have 2 dogs that we had to. We got training for them this week.
Oh, did you actually go through with the training
Yeah, 'cause
after the
Hank literally ate a cherry pie off the counter at my in-laws. It was not good. And then I came home and I had a check sitting on the table, and he ate the check.
I remember that email.
Oh, yeah.
I
You were
was
very
so
angry.
pissed. That's if you follow me on Instagram, that's why I was asking for referrals for dog trainers in Pittsburgh. Was because my dog ate literal money off the table, and I was like,
How do you even fix that?
How did he pick it out that the mail that he? Because there was other like I just
It was
took
the only
mail
thing
and
he
threw
ate,
it on the
of
counter
course.
or threw it on the coffee table. Yeah,
He does have expensive
It
taste.
was ridiculous.
My wife says we could get a dog, so I guess we got to do a doghouse challenge so we can get a dog.
What's the best clear coat? You're getting a backyard, Samantha. Relax. What's the best clear coat for a tabletop? I've refinished. Did it 9 times. Wait, 3 times in 9 months because it keeps getting scratched. And my daughter. Oh, Joe. That table's got no chance, my dude. You got to go with something easy to repair.
I would just put Rubio
Yeah,
on
I'd
it.
put Rubio on it. That way, when things get screwed up, you can easily just.
You just sand that back to 120 and then just wipe a little on and
Nothing is impenetrable. The hardest you're going to get on finishes is going to be polyurethane finishes, but they're still not scratch resistant. You're still going to.
you could do like a high carbon steel
Yeah.
top maybe. And
high carbon steel. Yeah, you could do a welding table as your dining table.
our welding table's scratched too though, so.
By the way, I'm not going to lie. I'm loving everyone in the chat, but we're not getting anywhere close to as many squirrel emojis as we were getting on Black Friday.
Things did get
bald
squirrely.
eagles.
You work in aerospace and have tons of books. Trying to learn to make bookshelves. You're tired of IKEA. 3 levels for large
I feel
bookshelves.
like he works in
Superfly. I've got a video where I built a 14-foot tall bookshelf. I actually built it for Google, who has an office here in Pittsburgh. Check that out. You'll get a lot of information because that's
don't
back
thi-
in the old
I
school
was gonna
days.
say, I don't think I even know
Oh,
about this
dude,
video.
I built this thing myself, delivered it myself. I put it on my back and carried it up a ladder and put it apart in pieces. It was nuts. It was
We are so
dumb.
bad at carrying everything by ourselves all the time.
Yes, it was not my brightest moment, nor my worst. But it was fun. It's 13 feet tall, so I think you'll get a semblance of how to do some big stuff. Billiards table. So we definitely want to, maybe billiards. I'm
We
not
could.
as into pool, but we're definitely going to be doing a shuffleboard table here coming up, probably in the fall. We're trying to do some more outdoor and summery projects.
We should.
There's the squirrels.
Those are hedgehogs.
I was like, is that a chipmunk?
Brad Snyder, he gets it.
BG Thompson, one of our biggest fans, always interacting with the content.
Yeah, I talked to him a decent bit.
Always. The squirrels
But
are just flying in.
We
Jordan-
could do something squirrely, like maybe a live edge billiards table. I don't even know how you do that, but like something wild.
We could. We just need something. The problem with the billiards
We
table,
need somewhere
in
to
my
put it,
opinion, is we got to have somewhere to put it because it's not just gonna. A lot of our projects is like sit in the basement. That one can't.
Well,
and 2,
I mean-
it's super heavy.
Jordan could
Super.
start a black market pool hall.
He does like to work in the mystic
We could use
arts
the
at
dungeon
nighttime.
and we could make a pool hall
He does love to work in the
in the
shadows.
basement.
We got the music for it.
I'm hungry, let's grill.
Sticks fishing. I know you're hungry and you're here for this boat. This old girl right here. And and we're getting down to it. We got 30 minutes. Don't forget that for any new paying KBF member, if you win the boat and you're a KBF member, you're getting hooked up with all the goodies. You get little doodads like this doohickey. You get some doodads like his anchor hoist over there.
The fishing rod holders are super awesome.
All kinds of cool stuff for your rig. And not to mention another time, because we got a lot of people coming in and out, you get a free t-shirt if you sign up. It's literally a trade-off. You get an awesome shirt, you get some cool benefits, you get double the value of whatever you pay basically, and gift cards and discounts. It's an awesome membership. And the kayak bass fishing community is really cool. I think what's interesting for me about the kayak bass fishing community is how different it is from like the bass boat fishing community. Because you can't get around as quickly. You get into like a lot of nooks and crannies. And also like if you fish from a kayak, one of the bigger differences I've noticed is that depending on the type of fishing you're doing, like the boat moves with you. So like if you're fishing for topwater on lily pads and stuff, and you're ripping your topwater rod around, the boat like will turn. Well, maybe I'm just that big, but the boat moves around, so it's like a lot different. You're not standing up as often. You're not like walking the frog and stuff. There's a lot of different techniques. It's a really good community with a lot of great people, and then there's a lot of like really cool challenges and stuff. One of the best things that I've been told, and I haven't got around to it yet, is being in a tournament, even if you're not someone who thinks that they can win, because you get to learn so much about fishing from the people that are fishing in these kayak tournaments. And the fishing tournament community for kayak fishing is pretty cool.
Kayak, I see all these tournaments through the Fishing Chaos app, right? Is how these bass tournaments go through KBF, and I keep seeing them posting up, and I haven't had a chance to figure it out yet. I'm still very new to the kayak life, but it does seem awesome. And
is that time up?
Are we all right?
Yeah, we're good. I was just asking how much time. We've got 4 minutes left to pick a winner for the $250 to Timberland Pro
Yes.
gift card for anyone who buys a plan on shop.johnmalecki.com.
But back to the kayaks, I think the best thing about the kayak fishing community is they're truly a bunch of DIY, do-it-yourself, handy, kind of crafty people. Like you see these videos on YouTube of like these. You sent me one the other day of this guy in Louisiana or something. He had every little tip, trick, doodad. He had this thing so dialed in. It was like the same way that people have their wood shops like dialed in and crazy compulsion. So that really speaks to me with like, you know, you get to play with all the like setup and all that stuff.
For sure. And the really cool part for me about all of that was like the way that like the community goes about the upgrading part of it, right? Because there's the DIY is like, you know, you need a downrigger for your depth finder or something like that DIY, or you want something to hold your rods in the back. There's that kind of like actually build something DIY. But then like if you want to put lights or LEDs or a radio or stereo or wire, like that whole world is like, it's so cool because you can do so much with a quality fishing kayak that you can't do it with a bass boat, and it's better than shore fishing. It's not as pricey to get into, and you can chuck this thing in your truck bed like Sam does, and boogie into wherever. And we literally fish in like dirt swamp water
sometimes,
and you can't get into that with boats and stuff like that. So it's a really, if you're into fishing, it's a cool way to fish. And there's what you can fly fish from it. There's guys that troll
guys
from
doing that.
kayaks.
I gotta try that fly
for
fishing
like muskellunges. I gotta teach Sam. Hopefully we get to go out to Montana this year and fly fish.
Yes.
So I can teach Sam to fly
and
fish.
ski. Well,
So
those kind of conflict, but
Mark wants to know where Punch Today in the Face came from. Back when I was playing football, I had a coach that his name was Bob Junko. He was the man. For any Pitt fans, I don't know if he's still at Pitt, but he might be. He would get the whole defense fired up. When I played defense for 2 years before I played offense at Pitt, and he had this talk that was about, you know, he was like, never get too high, never get too low, keep chopping wood, and that always stuck with me. And then once I got into the NFL, I stated earlier, I started reading books and stuff, and like that whole like ethos of like literally just not being a bitch and being in control of what you can control, right? For me, is kind of where punch today in the face came from. It was like, I have one opportunity to wake up in the morning and make the day my bitch. If I don't, it's gone. And like that's kind of my mentality on punch today in the face is regardless of anything that happens to you during the course of the day, if you're not putting out the effort to like fight back and take control of the things you can control, like your attitude towards it, then you're gonna get pushed into the dirt.
Yep.
And like, so that's what that is for me.
And that's why it's
And that's why it's on our wall.
10-foot wall.
We have it on T-shirts on the website.
Yeah.
I don't
T-shirts,
have a
hoodies.
tattoo yet because my wife is still against those for some reason.
You have so many though.
I do have a half sleeve, but yeah, that's kind of where that came from. So, Ben, is it time? All right, I'm going to pull up anyone who purchased a plan, which was a ton. You guys literally rule. Oh, I love our community. Okay, here we go. Dashboard.
Whoa, there's a lot of orders there.
What's your favorite plan?
My favorite plan? Probably the outfeed table, just because it was like my first like jump start into making plans.
That outfeed table does rule.
I almost bought the Microsoft plan, actually.
The miter saw also
I
is.
didn't have room for that.
Yeah, I don't have room for that either.
All right, and the winner is Tucker Bruce. Congratulations, Tucker. Tucker bought a miter saw station plan, and
We-
all you got to do is email ben@johnmalecki.com. We'll get everything you need. $250 at Timberland Pro.
You
I
can
did
get
a little
sweet
post
pants.
on my favorite things from Timberland for Father's Day, but they've got some really cool new products coming out and stuff, and we're super stoked to have them supporting this live stream. And then all of you guys that bought a plan, thank you very much. So that leaves us down to the wire. Here.
Down to the meats.
Down to the wire.
and
So-
the bass. I did.
So you guys were around, most of you, I'm going to guess, for Black Friday. You know how this works.
Yes.
You got to earn it. We've got a grill here that's worth like, I think it's like $800, right? $600-700,
Something like that.
that.
It's
Easily.
expensive.
And can you get it there, Ben? Do not fire that up right now.
What if there was just a brisket in it? I did get a text. My buddy's dad is making brisket tomorrow, and he's really excited for everyone to know that.
Mike's dad?
No, Tyler's dad.
Tyler's dad.
Sammy the Bull is making brisket tomorrow. So
Party
You
at
know-
Tyler's house.
if you know how to get there,
Everyone show up
there's
at Tyler's
brisket.
for brisket. It should be pretty good. Yes. So the Pit Boss Grill. That giveaway is going to be open until, let's go 15. We'll go 15 minutes. We'll go to, what's that put us at? I can't math.
52.
We'll go to 7:55. Anyone who buys this shirt can win that grill.
That shirt.
Yeah, that shirt.
This one.
23.
No, that's this shirt. Anyone who
one.
buys this shirt.
If anybody wants John and I to run
It's
for,
a black grill, though. I think a black shirt, maybe.
I think it's that shirt.
but the board says it's this shirt, Ben.
We listen. We do what we're told. So anyone who buys this shirt in the next 15 minutes, or 18 minutes, is going to get a chance to win the Pit Boss Grill.
There's going to be a CNC Cowboy Hider shirt coming out.
Is there?
The CNC Cowboy quit. He went on a permanent sabbatical.
I told you, he's at the Yellowstone.
He doesn't even love us.
Wait, did he go to the airport or whatever?
What?
Did they take him to the airport?
He doesn't even love us
Train
anymore.
The train station, that's what it is.
Does not even love us. Okay, so with that, all right, back to these super chats. So the super chats are absolutely insane. You guys are out of your minds, and we love you so much for it. Thank you very much. Brisket for the 4th, it cost over $200. Douglas, where are you buying brisket?
I mean, and
The last brisket I bought was like $70.
was it a whole brisket or
It was
half?
a whole packer.
It was a whole?
Yeah. It was like $2 a pound. I mean,
My
I go
butcher-
straight to the depot. I go like to the distributors.
Oh. I just go to the butcher shop down the street from my house.
Yeah, that place rules.
Yeah, it does.
I just
do love
never
that place.
catching my snare.
All right, so Tim wants to know what the finish you live the most cush out of all of us. You definitely don't have a snare. Or he probably knows how to make one because ironically Jordan's a pilot, he's a Boy Scout. What else?
Eagle Scout.
Chick-fil-A
Eagle
cow.
Scout, Chick-fil-A cow. He's got all these hidden talents. Still trying to figure out a piece
That's
of
what we
woodwork
need
there.
is like a CNC Chick-fil-A cow themed. something.
I'm actually working with plans.
Baby gate challenge. All right, so finish we use the most. We use a couple. Our most popular spray finish is going to be a 2-part catalyzed lacquer medium rub, and we buy ours at Sherwin-Williams because it just happens to be the closest place here to get it.
And it's great.
Our favorite hand-applied finish, low VOC, we also use a ton, is Rubio Monocoat.
I do love the Ruby.
And then my favorite hybrid finish is Endurovar by General Finishes.
The Endurovar is also great.
Yes.
It's hard to go wrong with that 2-part lacquer if you have the ability to spray though.
Dude, Jordan looks like Spag's son.
I saw that, but this guy, Skinny Pete, said Jordan's the type of guy to show up to the random house with a half-drink case of beer and expect to eat big meat.
Oh yeah, dude, and he's and that beer's in a blue. We have Giant Eagle, right? It's in a blue supermarket bag. It comes in, half of it's warm. It's a hodgepodge of beers too.
It's not the same half case.
They're all light beers, and they're like half of them are expired.
$200 brisket better be Buffalo.
We should build what? Any shirt but that one. Any shirt but that one. But it's the best. A lot of people are liking that shirt.
I think it's a great shirt.
If you don't like that one, you can get a Damon Jordan shirt, and he can maybe make $100, take you out to lunch.
Just bought a large CNC. What bit should I have on hand?
Ooh,
Oh.
Jordan, this one's for you. Well, it's going to depend on what you're cutting,
It
but
depends on what you're cutting, but definitely you want upcut, downcut, and compression bits. If you go to bitsandbits.com, they actually have a kit. You got back there. They have a beginner's kit. It comes with like a flattening bit, a few V bits, upcut, downcut, and a ball bit. It really just depends what kind of projects you're doing. Because if you're doing 3D projects, you're gonna want ball nose and tapered bits. But yeah, just check them out, and if you want, just DM me and I can shoot you a message, I guess.
yeah. And then
There's a lot
because
that
you're
goes into
awesome,
the bits
email
technology.
Ben
Right.
at johnmalecki.com, and I'll give you $50 to Bits and Bits. And anyone who wants to go buy at Bits and Bits, we have you can use Malecki 15 and save 15% on all of the stuff on their website. They're awesome, and I don't do as much of the CNC stuff as Jordan, but I've been using bits for a long time, and nobody makes longer lasting or better bits. Like their bits last so much longer
Yeah.
than anything. We smoke through bits.
We're rough on everything.
Yes.
And they stand up.
Jordan on Echo is trippy. Jordan on Life is trippy. Any videos on how to build different jigs to use for a table saw? Izzy Swan's going to be your guy there. We don't use as much. Ironically, like the table saw jigs we use are super rudimentary. We use like a tapering jig. I've made a tenon jig. I've got there in one of our videos. I did a box joint jig. I built it in the video.
Yeah, we have a handful of them, but Izzy's definitely the guy.
Izzy's 100% going to be your guy.
I don't know what the TNA ranch is in Colorado, but they support us, and I think we should go there.
Yeah.
Sounds awesome.
If they have skiing, I'm in.
Colorado has a lot of things that are cool.
Yeah, they sound awesome, so we should go there.
I got to find. Okay.
Do they last longer than bacon bits?
Well, it depends. Did you lose the bacon bits in the back of your refrigerator in 1998? Because those are probably still good.
Because everybody's got one.
And anyone who's ever owned bacon bits has that going on for them. I actually haven't seen or eaten bacon bits, and I couldn't tell you how long. It's absolutely.
They're not even real bacon.
No. And they're like crunchy. I don't know, they're weird. 10 more minutes to get entered. You gotta grab one of these Malecki Green 76 shirts. 10 more minutes to get entered to win the Pit Boss 1150. Okay, so I've got to figure out a way on this phone.
Could I technically win both?
What's that?
Somebody asked if they could win both the smoker and the kayak.
Yes.
Yes?
We're gonna have a different way to enter for the kayak.
I guess
So yes.
technically it's possible.
Man, what do we have on Damon Jordan's?
Let's get a Damn It Jordan update.
Plans for any more guitar builds?
Ben, why don't you come up
Yes.
here so people can see
Yes, we do have an idea for a guitar build similar to what we did for the Matt Best guitar. We just need to get some pieces together so that we could build that. I know our editor Benton is very excited about that. He loved the first guitar because he shreds.
Yes, he does
And,
shred. He does shred.
He puts us all to shame
He's
because no one else knows how to play.
very Angus Young-esque, and for those of you that are music fans, you'll know what that means in multiple regards. The man shreds, and he's short of stature he doesn't let it hold him back.
Todd Miles, yes, you can make a living off a CNC plasma table alone if you're good enough. Yes, you can do anything.
That's true.
This is America.
3D printing with wood yet? Do you mean like 3D printing components? I'm personally not that into 3D printing. Sam likes it. I think, did I give you one? We had to give that back.
You had a 3D printer yet?
We had to give that one back. But I do think that 3D printing is cool, and there's a lot of great applications. I mean, Brian Fuller made a motorcycle with a 3D printer.
Yeah.
So like it's only getting better and better.
Attachment to grill on the Kayak.
Yes. Chad has one on the back of his. Chad has one. Look at Chad's page.
What's that little one Pit Boss makes? We could
They
totally
do
put
make
that one
a
on.
super tiny one, and
We
you could
could
definitely throw it on the back.
Dude,
and then
right up
pop
here.
off on shore and fire that up.
Oh, we could be.
13 years. How can you get hired with y'all?
I responded to an Instagram ad.
We're not really sure where Jordan came from.
We also can't
yes.
can't afford much more because
Big Lou.
Jordan.
Big Lou.
Costs us
I
a lot
do
of
need
money.
more rub. I used the last of it on
That's
some
awesome.
burgers yesterday.
So Big Lou is one of the best people and makes some great rubs. He is going to hook up whoever wins the Pit Boss cooker with some of his homemade rub. We highly suggest it.
They're
We've used it on a
fantastic.
few
I use
things
it
here.
all the time.
And yeah, I actually made like pork tenderloin a couple weeks ago with it.
It's been my go-to, like hamburgers.
Yeah.
Like do a smash burger in a skillet, a little of that on it.
So we got 24-year-old CPA, love that, looking to start a CNC-based business. Would you suspect shops of your size would be interested in outsourcing CNC work, or do smaller shops tend to have CNC capacity? I don't know. I mean, for me, the CNC stuff has always been supplemental in regards to like its own business. But now that we have one, it's become more of like its own, like we design with the CNC in mind. So we know we can do big projects that need
My
flattened.
brother-in-law, he does like CNC machining, and a lot of shops reach out to him. And a lot of bigger shops reach out to him for work. So
Click on something.
I don't see why not. I don't know what your business plan is, but
Well, that's kind of what he's asking, is if like, does he think shops our size? You might have an opportunity for shops our size to do things like flattening, because the time like to flatten something, we do actually a bunch of that for people in the area.
Yeah,
They
more and
come,
more we've
we
been
flatten
doing
their
that.
stuff. If you combo that with a wide belt sander, you can make some good money. They'll pay for themselves over time eventually. That just happens to be though if you have big wood and people doing slab type stuff in your area. Another thing you can do is offer sign making and templating. So if you're looking to offer things to like local shops, you know, you can go to a chair builder and offer to make them templates out of acrylic, things like that. And you can probably get some headway there. But that's like, the CNC has always been something I've mentally struggled with, figuring out like how to make it a standalone thing. And my brain just functions in a different way than that. So it's like, you know,
I love it.
that's why we have Jordan here.
We like
And it's not that I
Jordan.
don't know. I love it. I just think I don't use it as a crutch. I use it as a supplement. Does that make sense? So it's not like the
Yeah.
only thing I think of. I think of
Sounds like you don't even know how to turn it on.
Well, that's
Jordan,
true,
That's
but
why you have a job.
yeah, we pay Jordan to do that.
Sell our vinyl stickers. Yeah. I mean, we do sell vinyl stickers, right? You can get our stickers on the website, right? Right, Ben?
Stickers?
Yeah, they're on the website.
Not our vinyl stickers are
No?
No?
not on our site.
Oh.
Well, can we do that?
Yes.
Okay, we'll work on
We'll have
that.
that done for next week. I have a whole bunch of them.
Oh.
Okay, Doug,
They
sorry
used
about
to be
that.
up. I didn't know we ran out. I
We're
apologize.
working on that.
Who'd win in an axe throwing game?
Oh, I'm so bad at that.
I'd probably crush. Most sports I win.
I'm so bad at throwing sports.
Jordan
it's
tried
not
me in
funny.
cornhole after we built the boards, got whacked.
you.
Can we replay the tape on that?
I beat him.
I don't think he did.
We threw one bag.
We tied.
We tied.
And then I beat you the next round. You said we
No, Jordan literally, so Sam was shooting B-roll and standing in front of both of us, and we were just throwing around him. Jordan put his on the board, and for the B-roll sake, I just threw mine. And then Jordan counted that as his victory.
always be closing.
And then we played till 10, or 11, excuse me.
You
And
played a
Jordan-
real game, and I believe John won.
Jordan lost 11-3. You got absolutely waxed.
I don't know if I filmed that.
There's
part,
boards out there. We'll get her done again. But anyway,
Start-
bet-
beat me, Doris.
Start making.
I'd bet
more
money
hats.
I'd smoke them in axes as well.
Sam looks like Bourbon Moth's son.
I think Bourbon Moth looks like Sam's son.
Either way, Jason's a great guy. We've drank beer together, and we
I've
should
drank
hang out
bourbon with him. He's
Yeah.
very good at that. Weird.
Weird.
Do we print locally? Look in Union Print Shop in Pittsburgh. We do print locally, and we're happy with our current printing. But thank you. Ben's probably heard of Union Print Shop. Yeah, that's awesome. Love the locals.
I feel like people should see Ben and Ben.
So I hate these questions, but I will entertain it. Would you rather fight 100 duck-sized horses or one horse-sized duck?
Oh, I love this question.
I feel like we get that every time.
It's
Every
because
time.
it's a great question.
I'm gonna
Can you
fight-
imagine a giant duck? Like
That'd be
a
awesome.
6 foot tall duck just pecking the shit out of you.
I would definitely fight. I'd fight the 100 duck-sized.
Oh
horses.
yeah, that's 100%
I would
the
just
right
walk around
answer.
with my steel toes on, just going to
just
town.
punting tiny
Yeah.
little horses.
And they're horses. They have hooves. It's not like they can even climb.
Right, and their little teeth, it'd be like
Yeah.
like a bug bite. And just punting tiny horses.
But then like a
into the
massive
sunset.
duck, like that bill, you'd be done for.
I mean, I think we'd be big as this
I probably
table.
just blew out every microphone in here doing that. But that big ass, yeah, that thing would crush you.
We're
All
getting
right.
a thumbs up. We're
Can't
good.
stick around for the kayak giveaway, so this is your last super 3 levels of hidden wooden flag storage. That's pretty complex, but not a bad idea, Jared. Thank you very much. We've got 3 minutes left to get entered to win the Pit Boss, right?
Still have-
Those are going in random people who are buying
Oh, okay,
merchandise.
okay.
You guys forget that.
I just want to make sure we're giving all the value to
Well,
all the
I'm going to
people.
make sure people are surprised when something shows up and they might get a squirrely push stick with their shirt. It's a little defective. They might get a gift card. They
Oh,
might get that gift that
wait.
Jordan said with all the Damn It Jordan
Are the
shirts.
secret extra squirrely sticks going out? Is that what you just?
Jordan saved
I
some
pushed him
extra
into the
squirrely
beyond.
push sticks.
Should we show them the first one?
3 of you should remake your first woodworking project ever.
Show them all 3.
I don't even know.
We should definitely do something and showcase my awful dining room or coffee table. We should show the coffee table sometime. It's pretty bad.
Woodworks by Grampy's. 76 is the year John Malecki is born.
Here's the first rendition.
No, the first one was
Oh,
this.
was that
This
one?
was Jordan's first squirrel.
So you said it increased.
Show it to
Show
the Benton's camera.
So he made this, and I said, "Oh, double the size of that." And then he made this, and he did it ignorantly, like he knew it was too big and just made it anyway.
It's for timber framing.
It's for timber framing, timber pushing. And then we landed on these, and we do have some defects. They might show up with your T-shirts. Who knows? Whoever's buying merchandise. And we're down to the wire. So we've got 3 minutes left. I could smell the pellets in that grill. Oh, and I'm not going to lie, I forgot to mention, Pit Boss is also giving away with the grill a starter pack bundle with seasonings and some stuff to help you get grilling, spatulas and some cool stuff like that. They're the best. We love them. They're great. Love you, Pit Boss. All right.
We got things to give away.
Yes. Seriously, as a new woodworker, it'd be encouraging to see where you started and where you are now.
Yes.
Ironically, I started a mile away in a basement on the other side of this hood. And
Yeah, you weren't far from here.
now I'm here, which is awesome.
Whoever buys the most Damn It Jordan shirts gets the giant squirrel.
No, you gotta buy a Damn It Jordan shirt to get that squirrel. You gotta buy 100 of them.
Somebody buys 100 Damn It Jordan shirts, they get the big squirrel.
Okay, how do we enter
I'll
the
handle
giveaway?
the grid.
So, Simply Singer, we're just wrapping up the giveaway for the Pit Boss here. So I'm going to pull up the order sheet real quick. You guys are amazing. I can't believe how many of you. I can't wait to see. When you wear the Malecki Green 76 shirt, please take a photo on social and tag us. Because
Yes.
I want to see this thing in the wild. You're going to get a lot of reactions out of nobody because no one's ever heard of it.
People are probably going
But
to
the
think
ones
it's really
that will
weird, but
are going to giggle super hard.
if you
All right.
see somebody wearing one, make sure you high five them.
So here we go. Blink. Tristan Elliott is the winner.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Tristan. Send an email to ben@johnmalecki.com. You have a beautiful 1150 coming your way.
The delicious meals that will be made.
The scrum-diddly-umptiousness that will be made.
I use mine like probably 3 times a week.
Yeah. Oh, I use mine. I have the. I still have the combo.
Oh yeah, you have the combo.
I use that all the
I've
time.
got that same one at home, and I use it
Yes.
all the time. I grill chicken on it probably at least once a week, if not more.
So now to the boat. Remember,
Kayak.
well, it's a kayak. We call them boats.
That's a kind of
We
boat.
call them boats in the game. If my pants are filthy, I was welding today. Anyone in the next 15 minutes who buys one of the Freedom and Power Tools shirts will get entered to win the kayak. Now, don't forget, if you are a member of KBF, a paid member of KBF, and you win the kayak, we will outrig this thing with like $1,000 worth of cool stuff on it. On top of that, if you sign up right now for KBF, you use my name as your referral, you'll get a free t-shirt, which is literally the cost of KBF. And not to
Yes.
mention, there's tons of gifts and incentives that come with signing up. You get discounts and gift cards to all kinds of cool places to outrig your kayaks and do all kinds of fun stuff, which is super duper cool. Just want to make sure audio-wise, guys, I just sat on my mic. Is it okay?
Do we still have
Good.
a mic on, John?
Yes.
Okay, we're good.
Technical stuff here. So, diving into the last of it, the super chats are died, so I don't know what questions to
People are
answer.
asking why said they already bought the shirt for this live stream.
If you
it
already
an-
bought the shirt,
Is it anybody that
we
bought
will
it?
allow those entries in because you
Any-
rule, Thomas.
Is it anybody that bought it or just right now?
We'll go with because
Anybody
it's.
that has bought it today, because it went live.
We'll go with that. If you've bought this shirt, if you buy this shirt, you get entered to win. It doesn't have to be in the next 15. Yeah, you're cool. Noah, you're cool. Thomas, you're cool. All of you guys are going to be entered to win. Freedom Power Tool shirt when the live started. Yeah, PG Outdoors. You're all good. You're all good. 4-tier build collaboration
I
with
can
Mr.
win
Build It.
there.
So, Mr. Build It will not admit that we smoked him in that kitchen build-off. He's still claiming on Instagram that somehow by painting his own kitchen white and then adding plexiglass to it and then having someone else make him countertops, he beat us in a kitchen
Did you
build-off.
make the cabinets?
No.
He built the
I don't
middle.
think so.
He built the middle island,
Did
and
he?
there's exposed plywood edges and pine trim.
I'm a little behind on that series.
Oh,
so I'll
I
admit
might
that
have
I haven't.
built the
And it
cabinets
looks great.
wrong, but
It
I built
looks
them.
great, but I gotta.
I think ours is better.
Our kitchen's up and down, way more involved. I think it looks way better too.
Tim
Now,
really wants hats. Do we have more hats
We have
coming?
hats. We've got.
We have the squirrel.
You can get these Squirrely Squad hats. We've got another hat rendition coming out later this summer. The hat stuff is difficult. So all of our shirts we're able to turn over quickly because we use a print-on-demand service. The hats and stuff you have to like
Damn Jordan sales number?
get them made, bring them back, test them, all kinds of stuff.
People are asking. Somebody wants to know about the Jordan
Yeah.
shirts.
Start making more hats. All right, would you ever come to the UK and take part in Maker Central? Yes. So I talked to Nick Zametti before they had to cancel Maker Central. I definitely want to go out to the UK.
That would be so much
and be
fun.
there. We were planning on it if I could make it fit my schedule last time. It's just unfortunately it's canceled. I don't know when the next one is, to be honest. So
We'll have to
let,
look
me,
into
let me
that.
know on social. We'll look into it.
Jordan, you had 36 last time, and now it's 34. So
Someone returned 2 shirts.
How does that
Jordan
one
hates you.
work?
Wow.
All right, so Kendall's teaching a shop class next year. Any tips? I would say keep the energy there. The one thing I think that's lost in the woodworking community, and I mean, I might get criticized for this, is that a lot of people think you have to be old and boring to woodwork. And
Mustache.
I really don't think that's the case. You should have a mustache just because, you know, it's awesome. And but keep it fun. The projects necessarily, I know you have to teach some skills and do certain specific things, but like, I think
Yeah.
that's the one, the enthusiasm behind how rewarding and fulfilling it is the one thing that's kind of missing, Kendall. And I would emphasize that. I also distinctly remember making a gumball machine, a jewelry box, and a, what's those cars that wind up on a
Like the rubber band, like
rubber-
mousetrap ones
yeah,
or
gum
whatever?
band car, whatever.
Yeah. I don't know. People don't know what gum
So,
bands are.
like, it's not a soapbox, but those, yeah, one of those cars in my wood shop in middle school before they got rid of wood shop. And so stuff like that was, you know, pretty memorable. And we still have
Ooh, super chat.
most of those. So we got a couple super chats. Have a good 4th. You have a good 4th, Zach. You hear me? You have a good 4th. And thank you.
Oh,
Aaron bought your shirt.
yeah, Aaron, you're gonna get a prize signed by me.
Personally attacked since I can't grow a mustache. Eli, your mustache is there in spirit. You don't have to have a mustache.
It's the mustache inside.
If you can grow one, grow one. There's men.
I have one.
There's men and women out there.
The
who-
mustache
who are-
was great. Jordan, you need to bring
who are
that
deserving
back.
of
That's
mustaches
a
who
winner
don't have
thing
them.
for me.
Okay.
When Jordan started working here, he was all about having like cool facial hair, and then he got comfortable and stopped. Now he's like, oh, the world's open again, and I gotta go on dates, so I gotta look like not an idiot. Who does that?
Yeah.
Let's be honest, Jordan. You don't rock a duster at this time of year because you're trying to pick up chicks.
Well, no, I want to give other people a chance.
That's a great answer. What was that? What
That
was
was
your
your best comeback of all time.
What was that weight loss joke you had the other day about never lose?
Oh, my favorite weight loss quote ever, and I hope you guys can adopt this to your life. If you're not familiar with who DJ Khaled is, all he does is win, win, win. And he's pretty fat. He was talking about fitness, and someone was like, DJ Khaled, how can you be so about the fitness life, yet you don't lose any weight? And he goes, I don't lose weight because all I do is win. And I literally...
We laughed about that for like 3 days.
Yeah, snot came out of my nose because I thought that was the funniest thing ever. So now when people are asking how weight loss is going, I go, I don't lose. All I do is win.
Some people are asking about the 4XL. The 4XL comes in the Malecki Green 76 if they do want a 4XL.
Can you get the black too?
No, this just because of stock levels across the country.
Gotcha. Stock levels are too low on the black, but you can get the Malecki 76 and a 4X. Any recommendations for someone who doesn't have a garage or shop to do woodworking, starter stuff you can do with minimal space? Mike Montgomery and Ben Ueda both have huge channels and use like no tools in a field and build cool stuff. Check out their channels. But they literally do. They'll be like, oh, we're out in the middle of the
They do
desert and I just somehow
sometimes.
threw up a gazebo. And you're like, well, what?
Yeah, they're doing some pretty awesome stuff out there.
Yeah, very minimalist tools and very minimalist spaces. Great stuff there. Jordan needs a donut operator stash. He does.
I don't even know what that is.
Donut operator's a YouTuber.
Yeah, Chad's the best. Daniel, glad you were able to check that out.
That's a dirty thing.
Any collaborations?
Collab with non-woodworking channels. Yes. We have a ton of those.
There's a whole list.
I don't know where to start.
Well, we already talked about trying to do something with Matt Carricker at Demolition
Yes.
Ranch.
We love Mark Rober.
Mark Rober.
He's amazing.
We've discussed maybe trying to do something with the Googans on the fishing side.
Yeah, love the Guggen squad. I'm a big fan of John B. I think you're what's
Lake
his name?
Fork guys, my man.
You like Lake
I
Fork
wanna
guy,
hang out
and
with
then
him.
what's the guy with the F? His name is literally
Flair?
Flair. Flair's got a good
And
channel
Lunkers too. All those
And
guys seem
Lunkers,
great.
all those guys are awesome. My buddy Cosmo from Cosmo's Q, we're trying to get together.
Yeah,
to
we
want
want to
a
do
little
some
bit
more
of
barbecue
content
stuff.
with him. He's an incredible dude with an awesome business, and just really, really good person. And then, like, did we say Matt Carricker?
We did.
We want to do something more with Matt Best.
Chad from Kayak Bass Fishing.
Chad
He's got a
obviously
YouTube
is the man.
channel.
I'm going to try to get down to Chad's this.
Corey, the link is pinned in the top of the chat
This fall.
for you to buy stuff.
And please, guys, don't
Fluke Master, that'd be another
Fluke
good
Master,
one.
yeah, dude. Fluke Master, Gene's awesome. Gene can. I love that Gene's like. So, you got to be a fan of Fluke Master, but like he's super passive in like how he talks.
Yeah.
And then this year he like released that he has this massive gardening passion. So like he's been
Oh, I
recently
don't- I
putting out
haven't
this
seen
like
that.
insane gardening stuff, and he has like this monster garden.
I'm still
and
so
he
far
always wears a
behind.
Georgia Bulldog hat, which is hilarious. All right, so we got what? Cosmo makes some really, really good barbecue rubs.
Yes.
I literally put his SPG on everything. Like I dust my pits in the morning with it.
Is that what that smell
If
is?
you're not getting salt, pepper, garlic, you're not getting after it enough.
That's disgusting.
Which, if me and Mr. Build It had a baby, which movie character would it look like? I think the interesting thing to ask yourself at this moment in time is how bald would that baby be? Because both of us are struggling there.
Shrek.
And how tattooed would that baby be? Because, we both like that life, and his wife posted some stuff, Irina, for Father's Day, and they had some Alex before tattoos.
Oh, I missed that. I
Didn't-
missed the pre.
Didn't know he's pretty fresh to the tat game, and he's got some. I love his tats. His tats are super. They're super
rules.
tasteful.
He's so cool.
Um,
Cletus McFarlane. That'd be
I
a
don't.
good one.
So who would be? What would our baby look like? Who's like super tatted up, and is celebrity or did he say movie?
He's a movie character.
Movie character.
I think it'd be a combination. I don't think.
I don't know why when they.
animated movie character.
I'm gonna say Drax from Guardians of the Galaxy. Drax is blue, insanely muscular,
Yeah.
and he is my favorite character in that series. So when my wife's sleeping, I constantly walk in the room, and if I wake, Groot's great, but Drax is. I walk in the room and I'll just stand there. I'm like, I've mastered the art of silence to not disturb you. I become invisible. I just think it's like the best character.
I think
ever.
some people are watching on here. Somebody said something about an NFL collaboration. You guys listening? Are we allowed to talk about that?
We got a killer TikTok collaboration coming out Monday.
Yeah.
Where we do some stuff with my former employer, which is pretty fun. And then, all right, build with Bourbon Moth. Yeah, we were just talking. Love to do a build with Bourbon Moth.
Yeah, Jason rules.
Yeah, Jason's great. Jason's just a good guy. I just don't.
He's so nice.
So Jason and I have very different personalities, though. Like,
You're both very goofy,
very
but
fat and loud. Like, and Jason's like,
So well.
Jason's not.
I like that
loud.
was your two identifiers for your personality. It was
Jason's
fat
like-
and loud.
Last time Jason and I were together, I just got the hint that he was like, dude, you're just very loud. I'm just not into that life.
He's very like mellow, but also kind of crazy.
But he's awesome because I know we're getting some cool stuff. And I mean, like, that's one of the most requested collaborations for me to do. Him, our buddy Jonathan Katz Moses. We just got to get out west. I just got to get.
I
Maybe
know.
I'll just bring my wife and baby.
That's probably
Better
the
idea
way
than
to
trying to
go.
sneak away.
We need like a tour bus.
So the beautiful beam work behind you, great video. My back still hurts. Sam's had 2 back surgeries since we put that thing up there, Douglas. Own the baldness and become a long-haired bald dude and look like you need to register when you move. I'm gonna pass on that one. 'Cause if we ever buy a white van and we happen to look like that, and we're screwed around these parts for sure. For sure.
Looks like you need to register. Jeez.
What did collab with Brent from? I've never seen Sarah go to Ghost Town. Have you? Sam's watches a ton more YouTube than me.
I think actually I have. This is the guy that bought the ghost town and he's like rebuilding it, right? And they just did something with the Diesel brothers.
It could be him, yeah.
I'd have to Google it, but I'm pretty sure that like Heavy D from the Diesel brothers.
Yeah.
He's just been having fun with heavy machines.
If they want a Chick-fil-A in there, I'll go. I'll help install.
So
Are you paid by
you
them?
guys we're gonna go 5 more minutes. We're drawing for the kayak at 8:12. So you guys have 5 more minutes to get entered to win. Grab yourself a Freedom and Power Tools shirt. If you bought one earlier, you're already entered. No worries there. You're going to be able to get a boat. And like I said, anyone who signed up for KBF, anybody, as a paid member and used my name as their referral, gets a free T-shirt and as well as is going to get outfitted, their boat completely outfitted if they win, which is
Damn.
awesome.
That's
So-
the value there.
Oh, it's a huge amount. Like the first thing I did, I bought my boat, spent a ton of money, and then I cried when I took it out and had no gear for it. I
Oh.
was like, man, all I have is a paddle, which is all
the
you
accessories
need. But I was like, it'd be nice to be able to have an anchor. It'd be nice to have somewhere to hold my rods.
We got excited. We brought this one home. I didn't set up any of the things for it, and I got blown in circles.
Oh yeah,
Now I got the anchor on there, so.
blown in circles for sure. So I love. We would love to do something with Heavy D. We'd love to do something with BC Timbers, who did their floating, swinging hot tub, and happens to also be partners in Timberland Pro, who are
Yeah, we
good to
do have
us
that connection there.
and our
so
friends. Those guys are really cool. I've
We'll
chatted with
find
them
our
a
way
few
to
times.
Utah at some
We
point.
definitely want to try to find our way down there. Heavy D is phenomenal.
he rules.
Yes. Come to Arizona. Is there even fish in Arizona? You know what? I actually think Arizona, I say that all the time.
Yes.
Because Arizona is like so dry. But
You do the Grand Canyon.
yes.
You understand what
Shut
that
up.
is, right?
The
It's important to me that you know this.
I think the start of the John boat conversion community was from Arizona. So there is actually a really strong fishing community.
Oh, the John Bow Fishing or whatever.
Like the-
What the hell is that channel called?
Something Nation. Tiny Boat Nation.
Yeah.
Yes. Only one tool to live with forever.
Where's it at? Big router. That's not down
It's
here.
not down here.
It's always here.
I'm gonna say, if you're trying to use it, impact driver. I mean, we pull that thing out for almost everything.
I used one this morning.
Installation drill.
That
I
thing's
was
super
walking
nice.
out of my garage this morning, saw a thing, was like, that needs fixed, and I impact drove a couple screws on my way out the door to come in today.
Yes. The other, another tool that's like super cool that I probably would keep forever and will keep forever is my beam saw. If you guys haven't seen my beam saw,
Jordan, grab it.
that's my Boo Bear. Don't, you're gonna knock some stuff over,
Yeah, okay.
you're gonna hurt your back and yourself. Sam with the Parks and Rec quote. Sam got me into Parks and Rec, and as did my wife. Absolutely love it.
Yes.
Who's stronger, John or the muscle? Diesel Brothers. Oh, definite. I don't work out.
Yeah, that guy is
I
very
mean,
strong.
I work out, but like not like that. And
He also has an El Camino
Peloton.
on like 40s. It's awesome.
Bow Hunter, sign up for the giveaway. You have 2 minutes, and to get entered, you have to. All you got to do is snag up one of these Freedom and Power Tool shirts on shop.johnmalecki.com, and you'll be entered to win a ridiculously awesome boat. And don't forget, if you're a member of KBF and you do happen to win, you will definitely get hooked up with the coolest stuff. And you get a free t-shirt if you use my name as your referral. Bass fishing in Arizona is a dry heat. Yes, so different than up here, we have a ton of humidity. Like right now, it's only like 60 degrees, 65 degrees, but the air is like breathing through a straw.
It's sweltering.
And I
in
can
here.
like probably, we could refinish this tabletop with the grease coming off of my forehead.
That's disgusting.
It's hot in here. I'm tired.
Ooh, Perry, I want to propose to my girlfriend. I hope she's not on here. We both do woodworking together as our business. We haven't made something for ourselves really, so I want to know what you'd recommend I make her.
A wedding ring?
Easy.
Bed.
No, a jewelry box with a hidden compartment for the wedding ring.
Oh, that's actually really good. I was gonna say like, I don't know, like charcuterie
I made a
board.
jewelry box
Girls
for
love
my
that stuff.
wife before she was my wife, when she was still my girlfriend. And then I proposed after, so she had somewhere to put the ring. And then Chris from Third Coast Craftsman released like this epic Japanese style
Oh, it's
jewelry
so
box
good.
with a hidden compartment in it. It was insane, and I was super mad I didn't think hidden compartment jewelry box.
That's such a great idea.
But I also
wish I
like,
would have thought of that.
it would have been hilarious. I proposed to her in front of the Washington Monument in DC. I almost threw the ring into the water. I dropped it like all nervous and stuff. It would have been hilarious if I like busted out this like box. Like, hey!
She would be like, what are you
She'd be
carrying
what are you
around
doing?
all
Like,
day?
why is that satchel swinging around like that or something? Yeah. Festool, is it worth the money? If you get into the system, it's worth every penny. Between the vacuums, the inner usability of some attachments and stuff, their guide tracks and things
especially
are great. Their routers
The
are
big router,
the
I don't know
best.
what the model number is, like that is the best tool
Yeah.
ever.
Their big router, it just has so many features you never thought you needed until you have them. Do I ever ask for help at Lowe's or Home Depot? No, I walk around like Ron Swanson and basically just tell them I know more than them.
In a pirate costume.
That's what it is, right?
Yeah. Okay. Festool is really worth the money. Yes, Tim, we just answered that.
Corey, you're right. It is 8:12 round time.
It is 8:12. All right. Jordan's tired. Like how Jordan's over here complaining while we have literally the best fans in the world, 8:12 at night, are sitting around watching us three idiots babble in front of the
AC
camera.
Probably.
You're okay.
I want you to know how soft Jordan actually is. It's coming through right now.
Bits and Bits is better than Amana Bits.
Bits and Bits by far is better than Amana. Amana is solid,
Yeah.
but Bits and Bits, their coating is just you can't beat it. Their coating. All right, so pulling up the orders.
I do like Amana's color.
Pow! Mike Keelman. Congratulations, Mike. You are the winner of
Yes.
your kayak bass fishing boat. Shoot an email over to ben@johnmalecki.com.
And we will
We will get all of
figure out how to get you a kayak.
all of the things to be hooked up properly and make sure this is seamless for you. We got to send a huge thank you out to Chad and his whole team over at KBF for making this live stream possible and for giving you guys something awesome. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this as much as we did. We thank you so much for giving us your time, your money, and all of the love and effort that you guys give. You're the reason we do what we do, and we're super
Appreciate
grateful for
it.
So thank yous one more time. Have a wonderful evening. Have a safe 4th if you're in America, and we'll catch you guys again for another live stream on Black Friday. See ya.